All right. Here we are. We're live. Hi, everyone. So nobody's going to say hi back? Am I a fucking teacher in a classroom? What's happening? What's going on?
Hi, happy Sunday. Happy snowy Sunday from New York.
Yes.
This snow. Like I've been shoveling all day today. It like we didn't get snow the past 2 years, and all of a sudden they were like, "Yo, we back."
It was a lot of snow for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know. What
for no
was it?
reason.
For some reason, it's snow. It's part of the weather.
All right, Debbie Downer. All right, what's next? What next are you going to say? Oh, it's getting colder, guys. Come on. You guys know it's getting colder. Please, come on.
It is. It is.
But you know what else is getting really, really, really cold?
We didn't introduce ourselves. No one knows who we are. We didn't say anything.
Yo, God forbid I try to talk about my Pookie Bear. God forbid. So I'm Lewis. That's Daniel with the Jets hoodie on.
So
And that's Jess right there, top right. And we are the Get Back. And this is our live stream we do every Sunday. And we're going to be talking about topical things that happen in sports. Specifically for this instance, it's NFL Sunday. Football just happened. But on Thursday, there was a football game. Did you guys know about this? There was a football game on Thursday between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
you know, funny. I was at work. I didn't watch it because I figured, you know what?
I was at work too, so I missed it.
I was like, you know what? Tampa Bay got this, right? Like, come on. Like, it's Atlanta. Got Kirk Cousins for no reason. They don't run the ball like they should. It's Tampa at home. It's Baker. Mike Evans is back. No problem. Right? First place for the division on the line. We're up 28-14. No problem, guys. We're chilling. Right? Why I look at my phone and Atlanta won 29-28? Like a judge's scorecard? Explain that to me. Huh, Lewis? How'd your
Yeah,
Pookie
Lewis,
Bear
you do
not
the
put up any
talking.
more
What
points?
happened to your boy Baker? Baker got cooked. What happened?
I just want to say free Baker. He does not deserve to be in jail
Free
like
Todd
this.
Bowles.
Nah, fuck Todd Bowles. No. Fuck Todd Bowles.
He's miserable too. Yo, him and Joe Burrow are calling each other to see who's more miserable.
That's his fucking.
You heard his rant?
But the problem is that his defense is the reason why he's miserable. It's his defense, and you know why? Because I'm fucking sick and tired of hearing fucking Tom Brady glaze fucking Todd Bowles being like, "Oh, his defense is so tricky. Oh, his defense. How can anybody score on his defense? Oh, he makes it so hard for people to really score. Really? When Kirk Cousins, who was benched last year for fucking throwing 10 interceptions in 3 games, we make him look good. We make Kyle Pitts look good, who hasn't looked good in 4 years. Huh? So the complete collapse of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers year after year after year. We're just gonna erase that. I'm just gonna get no, but Todd Bowles is great defense. It's really good defense. Only in the first 6 games of the season. That's it. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have been collapsing like this every fucking year. I don't think there was one year where it was like they were like, hold on now. It was always like a hold on now in certain years where they're like, oh, will they even make it out this division? But the NFC South is so fucking dog water that yes, they always make it out of the division. So there's not even a competition. Now teams are getting better. All right, this is the thing we talk about with the Chiefs. Teams got better. It's not like the Chiefs were too bad. Teams around them are just better than them. And this is what the Panthers are. Just better than you. You're collapsing. They're not. Well, we'll get to them. The fucking dumb Panthers. We'll get to that shit. But my thing is, man, they need to fire Todd Bowles. Have to. There needs to be a change in culture. Because the way that this culture is set up, it's a culture of collapse. How we can't right the ship. How we're underperforming against teams that we should be clearly beating. Clearly. Maybe the Saints aren't that bad. Right? Like, this is the next conclusion I'm going to get to. Maybe the Saints aren't that bad. Right? Maybe the Saints actually have a guy in Tyler Shuck who's actually a competent quarterback, and maybe they got a couple good pieces on defense. I don't know. Because the way the way that Tampa makes it look so fucking miserable against these teams who are clearly worse than them, clearly, is beyond me, and it boggles my mind. Fire the head coach, rebuild this whole team, get Baker out of there, trade him. Baker, request a trade. I don't know what you need to do, bro. Get out of there. This is a hostage situation at this point. Him and Joe Burrow are calling up each other, being like, "So, who's leaving first? Who's requesting first?" Okay. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
Who wants to go to LA first? Who wants to go to LA? Who wants to go to San Fran? Somebody has to pick.
Who wants to go to a winning organization? That's what you mean to say. Who wants to go to an organization that's going to put pieces around you that are going to help you win? Now, granted, the Bengals did that on offense. They neglected a whole other side of the ball.
The Bengals aren't a winning organization to begin with.
And they are not. You are correct. Tampa Bay, they had some good years, but real talk, it's kind of Tom Brady that did it for you. Tom Brady brought in a whole fucking cast of crew members, and that shit was lit. But then without him, it's not. Tampa Bay, when did they win the Super Bowl before the Tom Brady one? They won it in early 2000s?
I think it was like
02?
01? No, 02.
Around
Like
there,
02.
right? That was with fucking John Gruden. Wasn't it with John Gruden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he inherited a lot
Yeah.
of that team.
So, like, Tampa Bay has never really been this, like, oh, what a fucking gaudy organization to be a part of. It's only when they had a really good team in the...
They've been mid.
I think they've been below mid. I think these last few years have skewed our view. Last few years skewed the view. Before that, but what happened before Baker when Jameis Winston was fucking 6-10, throwing 30 interceptions in a year? They were awful. They're horrific. What happened to Jason Campbell? Remember that? He's shit. They're dog shit. This organization has not been anything besides the last 2-3 years and the Tom Brady years. That's it. Todd Bowles needs to go. This whole organization needs to reshuffle. You need to rebuild. I don't know. You got to get a winning culture in here because Todd Bowles' culture is only going down at this point. I'm done. That's it. You guys can talk. It's fucking crazy. Fucking dog shit.
I'll say this. We had this exact same conversation about the Steelers like 2 weeks ago. The Bucs are the Steelers. Like here's the thing too. Here's the thing, right? The NFC South and the AFC North are the exact same. They are mirrors of each other in terms of division. You have two teams who are 7-7. You have two teams that both don't deserve to win their division, and the other two teams just suck, but somehow we still lose to them. The Bucs and the Steelers are a mirror. Like it's like looking at a mirror when you see the two organizations. Like it's. I feel like Tampa. I think we can talk with them the same. Like I feel like Tampa is just comfortable with Baker Mayfield, Todd Bowles, and what they have. Right? They feel comfortable with it. It works for now. Right? They're winning. They get to the playoffs. They get a playoff berth. It is what it is. Right? It's the same thing with Mike Tomlin and the Steelers. They're comfortable. They get the playoffs. They win. Yada, yada, yada. Right? So it works. What happened? Loses the reaction. What happened?
Breaking the initial belief for Packers edge rusher Micah Parsons is that he has suffered a torn ACL. That is the initial belief.
On today.
The initial belief. Now we don't know for sure. They will do scans and stuff and tests to see, but the initial test is that that's his ACL.
Damn, there goes their defense.
Yep.
All right, we'll get to that, but just to finish off my point, I think the Bucs are just comfortable with Todd Bowles as their coach. They're comfortable with Baker. If, because now it's an if they make the playoffs, I don't think they do any moves to change that. I think maybe you'll get a couple pieces here and there to like add depth and shit like that. But in terms of a drastic move, I don't see it happening. I don't.
Yeah. If they don't, then they'll just be stale, like the end of a fucking bread bag. You know what I mean? Like they'll be the butt of the bread. Like they'll be like eatable, right? You can eat the butt of the bread. It's not your favorite part. People throw it away sometimes. People don't even acknowledge it as a piece of the bread. It is a sin. And I agree with you. And I agree with you. But a lot of people are gonna throw that fucking bun away. I eat the bun. I eat the fucking bread at the back. I like it. I like Tampa. I like fucking Baker Mayfield. I like these offensive weapons. I think they could do really good. And in the beginning of the season, they were. But then when I fucking see Todd Bowles on the fucking sideline calling defensive plays and getting carved up by Kirk Cousins, it just comes to show me that if this fucking management is any fucking worth a damn, they would fire him. They should have fired him immediately. But no, we're still technically in a fucking playoff spot, so guys, we can't fire our coach even when we're 7-7. That's setting a bad precedent. You know what else is setting a bad precedent? Collapsing in the middle of the season. Losing to teams that are objectively worse than you. Having the Falcons come back.
Wasn't Tampa like first in the division, first in all of the NFC too?
I think at one point they were. Yeah, at one point. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, look, they play the Panthers next week. So here we go, Jim.
Fucking mid-off.
They play the Panthers twice. Oh my god.
Fucking mid-off 2 fucking times out of the last 3.
And they play the Dolphins, who are resurging, but
fucking mid-off.
Yo, the script is scripting right now, bro. The script is scripting. They still hold their destiny.
Even if they make playoffs, fire Todd Bowles. They're getting smacked in the first round by whoever they face.
Not gonna happen.
I don't care. Well, then you know what I'll say to that, Daniel? Management is ass, and you'll never win a Super Bowl. You'll never be anything.
They're comfortable beating the Pittsburgh Steelers in the same way the Pittsburgh Steelers are comfortable beating the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right. If they were in any other division, they wouldn't feel like that. They have the privilege, the fucking privilege of being in that shit division. Oh my goodness! Imagine if they were in the fucking. Well, what's another division they could be in? NFC North. They're in the
NFC East.
They could be in one of those divisions, right? Imagine that. Crazy, unfucking believable. So that was my Thursday night, just fucking crashing out over fucking Baker Mayfield getting dicked.
I really wish I could have been part of that live stream. I really should have. If I would have known, I would have joined and I would just watch you crash out because I know you. You would have been.
It's funny because I'm sitting there on a Monday and I'm like, no, it's a Thursday, and I'm like, oh shit, there's football on, and I'm looking at the score. I'm like, oh shit, the Bucs is fucking winning. All right, we got it. We're gonna be okay, right? And I'm sitting there trying to fucking cut up a clip. You know what I mean? Trying to edit some videos here and there. So I'm like, all right, I got to edit these videos. All right, let me end stream. Edit these videos, get the videos out real quick. Let me pump it out, right? Now I'm laying in bed and I'm watching this fucking dog shit organization. Oh, God. I thought that was enough. It's clearly not. Dog shit organization.
Yo, you as an owner would have the fastest trigger finger in the world, dude. If you were an owner, you'd be firing everybody after like 3 weeks.
Nah. 3 weeks is not enough. Maybe after like 7
or 6.
I feel like you could tell a lot about a team, man. Like in a couple weeks, man, a collapse could happen. You could tell a lot. Like, the culture is just not there. What's going on with the players? We're not maximizing their potential and their greatness. Like, we're collapsing the teams that we're clearly better than. Like, what's going on? Like, I need to be a fucking, Carly Ursay at the fucking sidelines. I need to be fucking watching these guys because I need to know if they're shit or not.
Half of your, like, salary cap, or not even half, a quarter of your salary cap would be just on, like, 5 coaches you fired in the past 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Just paying off their salary.
Yeah. I need to know which one's my guy. I don't give a fuck. We're gonna be shit for a little bit, but boy, when we find that guy, when we find that Sean McVay, when we find that Matt LaFleur, ooh, we're lit. You know what I mean?
Those things, they don't grow those out. They don't grow on trees. Not every you're gonna be searching for a long time.
Well, what do you want me to
looking for people
do?
like
I'm the
that.
fucking owner of the Bucs now. All right, guys, you get season tickets. You guys can fucking watch this fucking damsel in distress. You guys get to sit on the boat, that one that has the cannons. You can sit there.
Let's
That's
go.
nice. It's pretty fucking sweet.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Fucking, let's fucking move on to fucking an actual good game. Let's move on to that. Fucking dog shit Tampa. And you know what? I have the shirt underneath, but I'm not fucking showing his fucking dumb face. Anyways, let's talk about an actual competent organization. The Buffalo Bills get a comeback win against the Patriots. Okay.
At first, I was very disappointed. I was like, oh, they're gonna lose this because it was like 14-0. Like going into like the halftime, like
It
they
was
were not.
21-0 at one point. They were getting smacked.
As soon as I saw Josh Allen making his little moves, I was like, oh, you couldn't count them out. And I was like, it's gonna be crazy if they actually win this game. And not that they just win, it was like they just snatched it right from them. It was a pretty good game.
It was, right?
But yeah, he's amazing. That they start off very slow, and that's their problem. But if they can come back in a game like this, then you can't really count them. Like playoff bound, yes. Winning in the playoffs, yes.
This is the year for Josh Allen. No Mahomes, potentially no Lamar, and he beats Lamar. Lamar's not even a factor in this for me. He fucking beats Lamar every time they play. So it doesn't even matter, Lamar. It's only Mahomes. The Chiefs are done. This is the time. This is the opportunity. This is an open window, and you're in jail. You want to escape. You got to get out of there. Fucking dive through that window, Josh. And I think, you know what? This running game, James Cook had over 100 yards, 3 tutties on the night. This run game of the fucking Bills is scary. It's really good. They get a lot of good push up front, and James Cook has been playing his ass off this year. So if they can fucking establish that run in playoff games, whoo, gonna be fucking tough to stop.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not worried about them the way I was because they haven't been what they appeared to be like even last season. But if he does not win the Super Bowl, if he doesn't go into this, like, it's going to be very embarrassing because it's like, what other year are you going to get handed to you like this?
Would you fire the coach?
No.
I don't, but I would have to entertain it because under these circumstances,
Look who comes around every now. Look, the hot take that happened 2 months ago. Look who comes around to it.
And you know what that is? The beauty of the NFL season.
I said I would entertain it. I didn't say that I would actually fire him.
Yeah, but you're thinking about it.
Watch what happens.
But you're thinking about it.
Yeah, you have to think about it. Yes, because the road is
That's all I
clear.
was saying.
The road is clear.
That's all I was saying. You gotta think about it.
And I personally think the quarterbacks in the NFC, they don't match you. They're not
If-
going to match you, Josh. So
If the playoffs,
I don't know
end
how you
today-
lose this. I don't know how we're not watching Haley Steinfeld in the suite at the Super Bowl. How are we not with her pregnant self? How are we not watching
With
that?
the belly
How are
out.
we not watching that?
You know what I mean?
Congrats.
Mom.
So cute. It was an awesome
Congrats to
video
fucking
reveal.
Josh Allen, Haley Seinfeld.
I loved it. True love right there. I think
Mm.
they actually like each other. It's not a PR stunt. These people fuck with each other. They wasted no time.
They hating
They
Jess. They
wasted
hating.
no time.
Stay hating, Jess. Fuck
I'm not hating on
Travis
nothing.
Kelce.
I'm celebrating.
Fuck Taylor Swift.
I didn't
fuck
say
that
them. I
manufactured
didn't say
relationship.
those
Well, we
names.
know what that means. Fuck their
didn't say those
manufactured
names.
relationship. Fuck that
I
shit.
didn't say-
Not this relationship ain't for the cameras. Let me tell you guys, this is real. This is real love.
No, listen. They're two different couples, two different stratospheres. But I'm saying because this is like this. All of Hollywood, a lot of they do this. They manufacture these relationships. It's not just what you may think Travis and Taylor is. It's just that this happens often,
Mhm.
and I just feel like these two, you can tell that I think that this is actually like a genuine thing.
And you know what could be?
She looks so happy in that baby video.
Right? She does. And it's, Josh Allen 6'5", can throw the ball fucking 80 yards down the field, looks good in shorts, can run fast like a gazelle. And he's just a fucking great guy. Sweet guy as well.
He's everything that every man isn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a unicorn. He's great. Besides being, in our division, he's great.
But you know what could be a genuine thing? The Bills winning this division. 3 games left. 1 game back from the Patriots. Hold on, Jim.
This is my thing, right? Is that I would feel more comfortable saying Bills Super Bowl if they had home field. If they were getting home field throughout the playoffs, I would say slam dunk absolutely. Them going on the road possibly 3 times, that kind of dampers me a little bit into saying that. But if they win this division and they have home field, because they'll probably get the 1 seed if they do, or at least the 2 seed if they do, damn, that's a good chance. That's going to be their best chance they're going to have in a decade, at least. So and again, I'm not sold on this defense still, but they're playing a lot better. This team's playing a lot better. They seem I think they have to know that there's no Mahomes, Lamar's nothing, there's no Burrow. We have the best quarterback in the AFC in the playoffs. Like, this team's got to know this is their best chance to go out and win it, right? Despite everything, like this has to be the moment for them, finally, for everybody involved. So, again, like I'm still not 100% on them. I'd be wary if they're on the road 3 games for the playoffs. But if they win this division, which is very possible because the Pats are selling right now, I think there's a chance.
You know what it's giving? It's given like, you know how like a soldier like in war, like just running, right? And for the last like however many years, the Chiefs and the Ravens and the Bengals, they've been running alongside the Bills, right? But sometimes, the Bengals drop out. Ravens drop out, right? And then it's them and the Chiefs, and then the Bills always get dropped out because the Chiefs are just better than them. This year, the Chiefs are looking around, running. They're like, oh, shit, nobody's next to me. Oh, shit.
That's because everyone's ahead of you.
Oh, God, I could fucking... No. Because, like, Mahomes, the Chiefs are done. Ravens, I don't rank them at all. And Joe Burrow and them, they're out the playoffs. So the Bills are looking at their fucking guys. They're like, wait, nobody's next to us.
Chiefs. That's why I was like, oh, everyone's ahead of you.
Yeah. But the Bills, they're running, and they're like, wait, we don't have no competition right now. Guys, this is our chance. But then you got to go up against Drake May and the Patriots, right? You got better teams. Then you got to go up against the Denver Broncos and Bo Nix, right? So that's the fucking, like, trade-off. It's not quarterbacks anymore. Now you got to face a team.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be honest, I don't love this Pat defense. The only defense I really like is the Broncos defense. That's about it. I think the Bills can score on defense apart from the Broncos defense.
You think so?
So that's yeah. I'm not sold on the Pats defense. I'm really not. I think there are a lot of good players, not great. They're a good team defense, but they don't do anything particularly crazy well. They don't really do anything that really surprises me.
They do play well against the run. I will say that, but the Bills stomped them.
Yeah. And I feel like if they go against like this is what we talked about last week, right? It's experience over quality, right? And I feel like because the Bills have been there, done that, they know what to do. They know how to break down a team. You have Josh Allen, who is going to be determined. I think a Pats team that hasn't been to the playoffs in a while and full of veterans, and Drake May, who's never been to the playoffs, is going to struggle against a team like the Bills. So
maybe Cam Newton was right.
You got to post it up.
Maybe Cam Newton was right. But I wasn't even disagreeing with Cam. I was like, Cam, you know what? I could see your point. But why are you saying this is the point? Just say the Patriots are going to lose because of X, Y, Z. Like, saying Drake May doesn't have enough experience is cool. But then being like, would you rather have Lamar or Drake May? That's why the Patriots will lose. It's like, wait, what? The arguments are like, you could just make an argument on why the Patriots have been like playing. Oh, they have a shit schedule. That the defense may not be that good.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Fake field goal attempt. Oh my god! They faked the field goal.
Yeah, this is funny.
Oh my God, they faked the field goal. That was the thing. They got the first down. Okay, all right. Sunday Night Football. JJ McCarthy threw a pick in the first minute.
They
Drill.
showed
Time call.
Kevin's face. The his face was just like, what the
Go,
fuck
Aubrey!
did they just
Go!
do?
Go!
JJ McCarthy threw a pick. Tip drill. First minute of the game. The Cowboys go 3 and out. Terrible offensive scheme. Go for the 47-yard field goal. They fake it to Aubrey to get the first down. That's insane.
That's actually pretty funny. And you know what's funny?
Yo.
If he would have thrown that, the guy's wide open for a touchdown.
He's wide open for a touchdown.
That's so fucking funny. He was like, fuck it. I don't trust my arm. I can kick, bro. I'm not doing that shit. Oh, man. But shout out to the Bills. Patriots, man. Drake May did not look too hot. Even though, like, they were up crazy. The running game for the Patriots was also humming, too. Travion Henderson is fantastic. 150 yards, a couple touchdowns. Like, he was fucking spectacular in this game. Drake May, 155 yards passing, interception. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. That's cool. But besides that, that's it. They couldn't throw the ball. This Bills defense came in clutch. When they really needed to, they were able to stop the Patriots, and then they gave that offense life. Like, oh, shit, finally. We can actually do something. So, outside of Travion Henderson running the ball, they really had no offense.
And look, great teams have bad games against good teams.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not ready to, say that the Pats are done, but this late in the season, you can't be losing games like this if you want to be proven as a top seed in the AFC.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Like it's one thing if they went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's one thing. Like with the Lions and the Rams, like they went back and forth, back. Right? It's not like you lose too much stock in the game. You were up like 21-0.
Yeah.
You should be winning comfortably. Very easily as well, especially with your team. You've been playing well. What happened? Couldn't clutch up. The defense of the Bills knew how to stop Drake May in the second half. They could have stopped Travion Henderson, I'll tell you that. But that's it, really. And outside of those like big runs, had no offense. Like Travion Henderson had one fucking play for 65 yards in the second half. Patriots just choked in the second half. Bills put belt to ass, respectfully. That's it. But you know who else put belt to ass today? I think we have to talk about the Baltimore Ravens skunking the fucking Bengals today. And Lamar didn't even look that good. Ravens didn't even look that good.
It was a real pitiful watch.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, the 0. They're going to keep the 0.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, they're going to keep the 0.
Joe Burrow couldn't do anything on offense. Jamar Chase went crazy. 10 catches, 132 yards. That's good, but could not find the end zone. And this Ravens team ekes out another win, even though they did not play all that well offensively. Yeah. Joe Burrow sad as fuck as well. I feel like we need to talk more about his sadness because I think that's the only thing that is worth mentioning in this in this Bengals season. Joe Burrow.
He's frustrated, man.
Sad.
He's at his wit's end. And it's to the point where he's not even going to hide it anymore. He's on press conferences talking about this is not fun. I don't want to play if it's not fun. He's trying to say in very nice terms, I want to get the fuck out of here. I hate this organization. I hate my fucking coach. I hate my fucking defense. I hate everything. I hate my fucking owners. I hate this city. I hate the fucking weather. I hate the Chinese food. I fucking hate everyone. I hate my neighbor. I hate the dog. I hate the postman. I hate everyone. I just want out. And it's to the point where Jamar Chase is just like standing there at the locker room like, yeah, I guess he's fucking miserable. So I guess I have to help my fucking quarterback. Because he's
Hey, bro,
Jamar
they
Chase
break
is
that.
frustrated too because he's like, I feel your pain, bro. We've been carrying this fucking team. I understand. But there's nothing that neither one of us can do because it's really not our side of the ball that's the problem. Today was. Absolutely today was. But we are exhausted. And I think Joe Burrow is just mentally exhausted because he's like, yo, after my injuries, I have pumped out these MVP like seasons. I have done everything I could. I'm doing everything I can. And it's just no one is meeting the effort. No one is meeting the fucking effort. And he's Joe Burrow. Why does he have to fucking act like he's happy on the sideline when he knows he's not? Like does he have to fight for a roster spot? Does he have to make sure he's buttoned up and like, I don't want to piss off anyone. I got to make the right. No, he's like, I'm Joe Burrow and I can't fucking believe this is happening to me. Bro, get your agent to get ready. I'd be calling my agent every night. Get me the fuck out of here. Just anywhere. It's not here.
You know what? Send him to fucking Tampa Bay. Send him to Florida. I don't know. Do a swap. Joe Burrow for fucking Baker Mayfield. I don't know. Like Joe Burrow, I feel like he needs some fucking vitamin D to like boost up his fucking attitude or something. You know what I mean? It's too cold in Cincy, right?
He needs to
There's no
win. Look,
sun,
it's
it's
not.
always-
Look, we don't need to figure it out for him. He's fine. He's ready to win. He wants to win. That's the only thing that's wrong with him. He just wants to win. He wants his efforts to pay off.
Okay. Let me ask this question, Jess. If you're in the shoes of the Bengals ownership, right? What are you saying to Joe Burrow to try to get him to stay? What are you doing to help Joe Burrow get happy and stay? Because let's be real, it will be a massive undertaking for them to try to get him to stay because they're not going to give up on him just because he's sad. So what are you doing to get him happy again?
I mean, forget what you said. You have to already be in process of doing it when you're gonna go talk to him. Hey, we are talking to this defensive coordinator. We are searching for this defensive player. We are going to help you. We are actively trying. We're going to cut these players. We're going to make the roster salary cap fit. You have to show him proof that there's nothing you can say because he's tapped out. If he demands a trade out, he will fight to get out. Otherwise, they're going to have another shit season next year. They have to actively be trying to get him to stay. You just can't fucking say it. You're past that point. Because right now, this is football malpractice that you're wasting a talent like this. And he has every right to demand to get the fuck out. Seriously, he has every right to be like, I hate this shit. I want out. I don't care what trades you have, how many picks you have to give up to get me out. I don't care. What would you say? What could you would have to be lying if anything other than that. You would be lying to say anything else if not that.
It would be a lot of hopes and dreams.
I start with the coach. I fired a coach. I said, "Hey, I'm getting rid of Zach. I'm getting rid of."
That's action, but you have to already have fired him when you talk to him.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm gonna fire Zach. I'm gonna fire the DC. We're gonna spend money on defense, get some players in here, and we're gonna let you basically pick the next head coach. Who do you want to play for? Who's the guy
I would
right
give him
now
everything. I'd be like, who do you want?
Yeah.
Who do you want? It's yours. Give him the keys. Just
now,
tell
Lewis,
us who
if
we
you're
go
Joe
and we'll write
Burrow,
the checks.
and that happens, is that enough to keep you staying or no? New head coach, new DC. You're buying players on defense, and you get to pick the coach.
It may be like a shot of dopamine where it's like, oh, that's nice. It's like seeing a puppy. Like, oh, that's great. Like, oh, it's a puppy. It's cute. But then you go back to your miserable life, and you're like, oh shit, we're really dysfunctional still here. So I still want to leave. So if the results on the field, if the actions that the Bengals organization is making isn't like giving the results on the field, then Joe Burrow's still gonna be fucking unhappy, pissy, pouty face, all that.
But this off season, you would do something for him so at least that next season he would see that, okay, they did get me a new head coach, they did get me a new DC, we had better players on defense, and if we're still losing, I don't know, but I think if they take care of those steps, he'll tolerate another season. It just can't be a losing season, and even if they just like make it into the playoffs, like it cannot. 4 years no playoffs. Joe Burrow no playoffs in 4 years. Like I said, that's terrible. That's terrible for the NFL. Like the NFL needs to step in and say, what do you need to get this man? Like what rule do we need to change?
NFL needs to script it. That's the only way the Bengals making playoffs with this fucking current regime that's in. They need to fucking
I
be
don't know.
scripted in. There's no way they're going anywhere.
No, you
Because-
get help. You get therapy. They need therapy.
Jamar
How
You gotta
can we
hire
make
new
this
therapists.
work?
Son, Jamar Chase in the locker
Bengals
room.
are so. Hang on.
Go
The
ahead.
Bengals are so bad, right? They're so bad. Their therapist sucks ass. They're so bad. They don't have a good therapist in the room to help Joe Burrow. How is that possible?
The fucking therapist is sitting down with the meeting of Joe Burrow, like, all right, off the record, Joe, I hate it here too. I want to get out, okay? My family doesn't like Cincinnati either. Okay, there's nothing to do. It's cold. The team fucking sucks. I can't get happy. I'm sad, okay? My wife wants to leave me. Everything's fucking going wrong. The fucking therapist is like crashing out too. And fucking Jamar, next thing you know, Jamar Chase is going to be in the therapist room, like, with a fucking, like a nice little fucking
I
hat.
kind of feel like Jamar Chase already had his crash out, right?
He did
Last
for his
two, I
first
feel like
contract. Yeah,
He did, yeah.
we already. So that's why I feel like he's kind of handling this a little bit better than Joe.
bro.
He's kind of like,
But
I told you,
I
motherfucker.
promise
That's
you.
his attitude. Like, I told y'all we was shit. I told you this organization was shit. I told you if it wasn't for me, and of course, obviously for Joe, this would be shit. Like, I feel like that's his attitude. He's just like, yeah, welcome to the party, Joe. Maybe you're
If-
fucking late
If the
to know how
Bengals
shit we
trade-
are.
If the Bengals trade Joe Burrow, and they don't bring in like a somewhat of a replacement, I think Jamar Chase is out. I think he's right behind them.
Imagine they're both
yeah.
a package deal. You can't fucking have one without the other. They're two peas in a pod at this point.
And honestly, I wouldn't be mad at the Bengals for doing it. If you're gonna trade Joe, trade the whole thing, tear the whole thing down at this point. You're not gonna win without him, so just get more assets, rebuild again, and try again. Because clearly, like to me, rebuild everything, tear it all down, trade T. Higgins, trade Jamar Chase, trade Trace Brown, get rid of everybody that's somewhat decent.
Their
and let's
fans
start
would
again.
revolt.
They're already revolting. They're Bengals fans. They've sat through misery.
It's so funny because like the way Jamar Chase is like, yo, like I gotta check up on bro. Like I actually have to like
That's
text them
crazy.
like, hey, good morning, is everything okay? Like I gotta fucking look after this motherfucker, making sure he's
But you
okay.
know, why don't he call his buddies on the defensive side and be like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? You see what you're
don't
doing to our
think they've
quarterback?
done that? 1,000% they've done that shit. There's no way in these fucking all fucking team meetings, there's no way Jamar Chase is sitting there looking at the fucking defensive film like, yeah, these motherfuckers suck. Y'all fucking gotta get right. You know what I'm saying? It may not be a sit down, but I assure you he's vocal to these guys. Be like, yo, we gotta get right, yo. Like, what the fuck? Like, you clearly see he's going
You're
to the
making
scene.
bro sad. Bro, Joe's crying over there because of you guys. You understand that? You're making bro sad. We're not. He's gonna leave because you suck ass.
Son, next thing you know, Jamar Chase is gonna be sitting in the chair that the therapist sits in, and then Joe Burrow's gonna sit in the fucking client chair, and Jamar Chase is gonna be like, so Joe, tell me, how does the Bengals make you feel? Like Jamar Chase is gonna become Joe Burrow's therapist at this point because they're both fucking suffering through their own trauma. So crazy, son.
Maybe they'll wear different jerseys next year. We'll see.
I don't. Man.
This is not going to be a pretty off season. I get ready for some drama.
Oh yeah.
Joe may be more vocal than he's ever been.
To the Jets. I hear a lot of people shooting that idea down. Hey, I'm just saying the O-line of the Jets way better, defense way better, weapons
Way better.
not the same. Garrett Wilson though,
I don't
good
know.
receiver.
Effective.
Brees Hall,
Good
decent
receiver.
running back.
Adon Mitchell, good number 2.
Aaron Glenn, better
Defensive guy.
better coach than Zach
Defensive
Taylor.
guy.
Defensive guy. You need that because Joe Burrow got offense taken care of. You don't need a fucking. What do you need Zach Taylor for? Fuck that guy. This guy sucks. Get a fucking defensive guy in there and fucking run havoc.
I'm trying to sell Jess this idea right now. I really am. I'm trying to sell her
Jess.
this idea right now.
Look, it looks pretty. I just don't think it would go. I just don't think it would do good.
We have the first overall pick because we suck ass, right? And the Saints want to win, so we have the first overall pick, right? So we have that. They're going to want to draft a quarterback. We have 4 more additional picks to give up. I think we have enough.
Who says no?
At this point, it's fuck 'em picks. If we need a quarterback like you've been pleading for the past 3 years,
I mean, okay. I get the Jets. We can give up everything to get him, but does he want to come here?
Jess, do you remember how you were always talking about how the Jets always fucking put Band-Aids? Instead of trying to fucking fix the walls, actually, they just fucking put a Band-Aid on it. Joe Burrow is a new house. Newly constructed, never fucking lived in before, on a new lot of land. Let me tell you, if that Joe Burrow
it has
comes to...
central air.
Yo, all the
central
amenities
heating,
you would
it's got
fucking
solar
want in
panels.
that bitch. All the amenities.
I just think the house managers would just ruin the
Oh,
house.
God.
That's what I'm
Okay,
worried
here,
about.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I think we'd get him and we'd still implode somewhere. Somebody wouldn't know what to do with him. I just feel like I don't know. We didn't get a new house, but we got a mansion, we got a landmark mansion, and look what happened to that. What happened to that?
Landmark mansion? What are you talking about?
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh. He was that
He
was
lasted
the
10 minutes, and that was it. He had a good 10 minutes, and that was
you,
it.
you
Aaron
guys fucking
Rodgers
walked
was-
into the house and the door fell off. Like, you know what I mean? You guys walked in the first thing and then the door fell off. Like, come on. Like, we knew this was shit. It's like a
I
haunted house.
got you. I got you. Aaron Rodgers was a redwood that was finally broke after 10,000 years. That's what it was.
I guess. But I don't know. I mean, that would be amazing if they made that happen. I just don't think the Jets would pull that type of trigger.
Maybe.
I don't know if the Bengals would even think about all those picks. Like, they're not a smart organization. Clearly, their smartest decision would just be hold on to him for as long as you can, because you're not going to get something like him back through those doors. So you would be dumb to actually give him up, no matter how bad he's kicking or screaming. So I feel like even if Jets lift up a beautiful trade, I don't know if they would bite.
And I don't feel like the Bengals owners are going to be Jerry Jones and be like, you know what? He didn't shake my hand. I'm trading him now. You know what I mean? Like, that's not going to happen.
The owners know that he gave that team new blood when he stepped into that franchise, revitalized the city, gave people hope. Like, you can't let that go before it's actually like his time to go. If he's not a free agent, you just can't, like you said earlier, you just can't give him up. Like, that's crazy.
There's a hockey term. Your window's always open as long as your goaltender is good. The Bengals are window's gonna be open as long as Joe Burrow is on the field.
Yeah, and I think they're not good enough, and they don't have the right brains in place to be like, okay, if we do move off from him, what is the strategy to get something comparable? We may not get another elite quarterback, but we need someone who's good, who's stable, who can thrive in the locker room. People follow him. Do they have it in them to get the right things if you do let him go? Do they have someone that knows how to do that?
We'll see. Well, the Bengals offseason has already started. So this will be very interesting to see.
Do you start Joe next week, or do you give him a mental health day?
At this point, I think he needs
He's starting.
I think he needs a mental health month. Actually, he needs PTO for the whole month. Actually, I don't think he should play anymore.
Well, you know what? Since they're not, they should probably just bench him for the last few games, because he is injured prone, and he's not going to the playoffs. So you don't need to break his brain. He doesn't need to score the team 50 points just for you to lose. So maybe he should take the next few weeks off.
Yeah, just a little bit,
But he won't, because he's a competitor.
Jamar Chase will check up on him. You know what I mean? Jamar Chase will come to his house, like, bake him cookies, be like, Joey, I got you something. You know what I mean? Like, T. Higgins will pop in out of nowhere, and Zach Taylor will try to come in, and Joe Burrow will be like, no, fucking stay outside. Bad boy. You've been a bad boy. Stay outside.
You're the enabler. Don't you know that?
You took a shit
You're
on
part
my
of the
lawn.
problem.
Stay outside. Bad. Like, Joe Burrow just goes up to Zach Taylor, shows him a fucking turd, be like, this is what you're fucking making me. This is what you're making me. Look at it. You're looking at it. Treats him like a dog.
Terrible.
Oh, Cincinnati.
Oh,
Never
Cincinnati.
change.
Do we? Let's fucking talk about something else that's more depressing than Cincinnati. The Panthers losing to the Saints. How? Yo, I swear, bro, the Panthers and the Bucs are doing their best, like, oh, who's gonna be a loser competition. Like, both of them are just being ass. Like, they're both, like, trading wins back and forth, losses at the same week.
I don't want to win the division. You want to win the division?
You
Nah, bro, you can have it. No, you can have it, bro.
Just a bunch of fucking
Nah,
gentlemen.
bro. You know what? You won it last year. I'll take it this. No. I got it this year. No. You can have it this year. I don't care.
It's
I really don't.
It's like two fucking
I'll be
guys
right
trying
back.
to
Keep going.
fucking. It's like two guys trying to fucking pay the bill at a restaurant. Like, no. I paid last time. I paid no. But I invited you. I invited you.
I invited you.
So I'm gonna no. But it's
I'm
my
a guest.
treat.
Listen, I'm your guest. You're treating. I have to treat you because you invited me as your guest. Understand that?
No,
Okay.
no. You see. Now. No, I invited you. You see,
No.
the vowels here, bro. Vowels. You.
Aren't you driving me home? I got the bill. You're driving me home. I got it.
No.
You're driving.
You know what?
I got it.
We'll take an Uber. I'm gonna fucking pay. I'm gonna fucking pay for the Uber too.
I'd rather walk.
You rather
I'll pay
walk.
the bill
Oh,
and I'll
this
walk.
fucking guy over here. You rather
rather
walk.
walk.
No.
rather walk.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna pay. Okay. And that's it.
No, it don't work like that. This guy a funny guy over here. He's a funny guy. You hear this guy right now? Man, you hear this guy? He wants to pay for the bill and then leave. Ain't he crazy? He crazy. I mean, like, no, bro. It's not happening like
Look,
this.
the last couple times, you've been paying the bill, so let me pay the bill for you. Let me pay. I'm gonna pay.
Yeah, because listen. I paid because you were my guest. I invited you, but now I'm your guest, so now I have to pay.
No. You see, you're fucking up.
understand that?
No. That's what the Bucs and the Panthers are doing every single week. They're like, no,
Every
no, you. Like they're just
You know what it is?
fucking.
You know what it is? The Panthers just all lost to the Falcons, and they were like, "We got you, bro. Don't worry about it." We got
Nah, dog. You'll still be up top. Don't worry.
Yeah, you're fine. It happens.
You'll be alright, bro. You'll be hey. I got you, bro. Just watch. Watch on Sunday, bro. I got you.
Watch out on that.
Lose
to the fucking Saints.
They fucking lose. Tyler Shuck is clutch in his division. I don't know. Saints are losing number 1 overall pick status. Every week that he starts, might as well start Spencer Rattler again because at that point you were always losing games.
I mean, as a Jeff fan and a Giant fan, we'll take it.
I'll
Get a higher pick.
I'll fucking take it. Bryce Young, man. What the fuck is up with this team?
I think I'm coming around to the idea Bryce Young is just a definition of a mid quarterback. You know what it is? He's just perfect 16.
Shut the
perfect.
fuck.
He's the perfect 16.
He's either 32 or he's 16. He's one of them. You don't know what you're getting week after week.
Week after week, bro.
He's either the worst in the league or he's right fucking there, top 15. Let me fucking tell you.
He's alright. It's either he's the worst or he's alright.
Fuck, dude. Ugh, I don't. Oh gosh. You know what it is, yeah. They want Todd Bowles to still have a job because if they were a competent team, they would be winning, and they would let the Buccaneers make tough decisions and fire their coach. But since now that the Bucs could feel like, oh, but we're still in control, right? We could beat them next week, right? We got this. You know what I mean? Like we're still there, not fucking opening their eyes to a rebuild.
You know what I'm thinking about? Right now? I think the Falcons winning was a mistake. And the NFL had to be like, wait, Panthers, you have to lose this one now. They weren't supposed to win. They weren't supposed to win. You both have to play each other with the same record. That's how the script's supposed to go. So Saints, you got to win this week. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And the Saints are like, but wait, we want a top 3 pick. No.
You'll lose next week. You'll lose next week. All right. Listen, we have to go 7-7 for the 1:00 slate. Okay, we need a primetime game at 1:00. This has to be it. The Falcons already fucked it. All right. So look. All right. That's their fault. That's our bad. We let it happen. We think it was gonna happen, and it happened. That's our bad. All right. We take ownership of that. But we need you guys to lose this week. We'll go 2017, so it looks close. It's not a blowout, but you need to lose this week.
And Bryce Young's like, okay.
I can't find a reason. I can't find a reason to how they lost this game, other than the script was written.
There is no fucking reason. They should have won.
I hate this division with a passion. Because the shit teams just don't want to lose.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Well, we'll see. We'll talk about the Bucs game next week versus the Panthers. So
Yeah.
This is the fucking mid-off. So this is great to watch. Great television. Great soap opera. Might I add. But let's talk about a game that actually has implication and storylines and ones that wasn't just fucking straight disappointment. The Chargers took on the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to set the table for this one. The Kansas City Chiefs needed to win this game to stay alive for their playoff hopes. They also needed Texans to not win. They also needed another team to not win. I'm blanking on the team right now. They needed the Jaguars to lose as well, and they also needed the Bills to lose. All the teams
won.
that I mentioned have won, so that means they needed to win to stay alive. The Chargers beat the Chiefs. Mahomes sacrificed his fucking knee to try to win this game, and it wasn't enough. The football god said no. And the Chargers are 10-4, and the Chiefs have been officially knocked out of playoff contention for the first time in 11 years. Jess, why are you dancing? Why are you dancing, Jess? Come on. What? It's not. Whoa. Am I dancing too?
Because fuck
Hold
them.
on. Yeah, the party started. America, get the party started. Hey. Raise the roof. Hey. Not the Lombardi. Raise the roof, baby. Not the Lombardi. Hey.
Cancun.
Shake it off. Oh, shake it off. Shake it off. You'll be fine.
Shit, he gotta get married soon. He gotta go.
Yeah, he gotta leave
It's
football.
wedding season.
You know what I mean?
I love weddings. So I can't wait. I can't wait.
And, the Chiefs and the Super Bowl were like a marriage that I thought would never be broken. You know what I mean? I thought they would never get a divorce. I thought they'd always be there. They'd always be right there. But this year it was different. It was so different. And it wasn't the same old dominance. Even when they were bad a couple of years ago, they were 6-6 as well. They still found a way to win 10 or 11 games, right? They still found a way to show off that dominance and come back. But this year, man, it was different. They just weren't up to par with all these other teams that were just good too. And they struggled a lot against talented teams. Tough.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke with them at length this year about their problems and their issues. It wasn't good enough. I think, it eventually caught up to them. The teams got better around them. They kind of stayed pretty stagnant into where they were, and it worked. And they had the best quarterback in the NFL, and they had the best coach in the NFL, and they had the best tight end. They had a dynamic offense, but teams adjusted. They got better. They built defenses to get better, which is a testament to the Chiefs. But yeah, I think and Mahomes has been hurt for a while. It's sad that he tears both his ACL and MCL. That sucks. So he's gonna be out for a long time. But I think Kansas City, everyone gets their due. Everyone has their date. It's how you come back from it. So I think they clearly need to kind of let the young guys take over. They need to, allow some of the older veterans to kind of be phased out. I wouldn't be opposed to the idea if Mahomes is going to be out for a long period of time to trading away most of the team this year, getting younger, getting draft picks, and letting him come back to, kind of a semi-retooled team that's not necessarily good or bad, but just kind of different. I think when you lose, you need to change. I think if you're the Chiefs, it's time to get rid of the old guard and bring in something new. So, Travis Kelce, I don't know what his decision is going to be, but I think a guy like Chris Jones, I think a lot of players on that defense, I think, maybe Rashid Rice, I could potentially see getting traded for a high pick. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think everybody but Mahomes is untouchable. And I think if Andy Reid wants to continue coaching, that's also his decision as well. I think it would be in their best interest to kind of retool this team and kind of get more draft picks, get younger, get faster, get better. Because that's what everybody else did around them.
And, like, something about the Chiefs, like, they've had, like, the same team for, like, it feels like 5 years.
Forever.
Right? It feels
it
like
has been.
It feels like every single year it's like the same players, the same guys making the plays, and fatigued. That's it. Like, these guys can't be great forever, right? They had their run. They did what they needed to do. They got how many Super Bowls? They got 3 Super Bowls, a lot of appearances, right? It's not like these guys, weren't able to do anything. They were able to make greatness, a dynasty. And sometimes the dynasties need to fall in order to build up a new guard. And it's kind of like, apropos that, like, Mahomes, like, suffers this injury. Prayers up to Mahomes, speedy recovery. Hopefully the rehab goes well and he's able to come back full strength, the MVP like we know he is. It's kind of like, damn, like, the Chiefs' kingdom falls when the true leader finally falls. Like, he finally fell, to, like, he's beaten teams in the Super Bowl. He's lost in the Super Bowl. He's lost in AFC Championship games. But when it, like, you always felt like they were still right there. They were always there. Constant presence. Now it feels like, damn, like, the Chiefs' kingdom is finally falling apart because he fell. Why am I talking about him like he's like Jesus or something? Like, he's Patrick Mahomes fell. He fell. Right. Like,
all right, Chris Collins.
He got injured. So I think.
Well, I think he fulfills that.
No, go ahead.
Sorry, keep going.
No. You go.
I was gonna say I think it feels that it's true that some even with a great quarterback you need a team. Like, it just can't be him.
Yeah. And
maybe once upon a time that worked, and now look, because we saw him do great things, Mahomey things. He can't be the only one doing Mahomey things, and now it's just So no, I'm all with Daniel. They have to retool. They have to do something for him. He can't come back to just like nothing. He can't be the only offense. He just can't. Like they have to do something. He's still young. He's got a lot in him, so you can't waste it. And I think Andy Reid is coming back. He's not retiring anytime soon.
If he comes back and Rashid Rice is still immature, Travis Kelce is still slow as dirt, the offensive line still sucks, and they have no run game,
I think he's
you might
retiring
stay
now.
hurt.
I think because Mahomes gonna be out for like most of next season, and if you're Travis Kelce, you have to think about it. Am I gonna? What does that mean for me next season? With a new quarterback, it's gonna be easier for them to put me away now because Pat's not on the field. So it's like, am I trying to stay there for that? And then wait another year for him to come back?
Probably not.
So do I have 2 more years left? Not just what. So I just think his time has probably come too.
Yeah, and I think like this offense of the Chiefs has kind of come to as well. Like, before Kareem Hunt had that whole kicking scandal, their run game was like good. Kareem Hunt was the guy, and then they haven't had a good running game for like years. It's been years since Mahomes was able to rely on a good running game. The receivers, after Tyreek Hill left, right, we're trying to make up ground with Rashid Rice and Xavier Worthy. You drafted him high, and you got Travis Kelce still, and, you're trying to make it work, but you need that true X factor. And I think Rashid Rice is a great X factor. Can't be the only one. I think
Yeah, you
Xavier.
gotta stay on the field.
Yeah, I think Xavier Worthy. We have to explore different ways to get him the ball or his development because he just has been very underwhelming in this offense. He just has. I think for me, if I am the Chiefs, you could give Steve. I feel like the development of their players, you could draft defense late in the draft and still get the most out of these guys with the coaching staff that they have. The player development's really good. If I'm them, I try to get big name offensive weapons. I try to get whoever is the hottest shit since sliced bread on the free agent market, and I bring them over to Kansas City and pay them a lot of money. Because what made Patrick Mahomes so electric during those Super Bowl runs was he had Tyreek Hill. He had Kareem Hunt. He had Travis Kelce. He had guys who are gadget speedster guys who are actually like real competent at making these plays, right? And getting deep down the field, getting vertical. So they just need to retool that offense because Mahomes can't keep doing this shit to where he is the one doing everything. He needs that supporting cast. Just like any quarterback does, right? Joe Burrow has his Jamar Chase. Josh Allen has his fucking bungalow of guys in James Cook. And Lamar Jackson has like 2 tight ends and a hope and a dream. You know what I mean? Like Mahomes can't sustain this level of excellence without guys who are on his same level at a different position. And Travis Kelce's fallen off. Tyreek Hill was that guy. Traded him. Rashee Rice isn't there yet. Xavier Worthy's definitely not there. The running game's definitely not there. You need guys who are 1A at their position in order for this Chief offense to be really fucking humming again. Respectfully.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think they gotta get younger.
Yeah.
Gotta get more hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Bring in. I don't think this is the case, but maybe it's something. Maybe you bring in guys who haven't won a ring, who haven't have that hunger and that desire. Because a lot of this team has done that. So maybe there's like this idea of like, we're good. I got my 3-4 rings. I'm good. I'm set. I don't need to really do too much. You have guys who haven't won anything. They're hungry. Like the Bills, that's a hungry team right there.
Mm-hmm.
They want to win that ring. The Bengals that one year, they were hungry. The Eagles last year were hungry to win that ring. There's this feeling from the Chiefs where it's like I don't feel that from them sometimes. So maybe bringing guys who haven't won anything or like have that desire. Like you keep guys who have won it. Obviously, you need those players on the team, but your key position players should, I think shouldn't. I don't know. I think like it's an idea to them to get more hungry, more passionate, and bringing guys like that.
Yeah. Jess,
to feed that fire again.
Yeah. Jess, how do you feel about the Mahomes dynasty coming to an end, coming to a close at this point? And what do you think like the future, like for the Chiefs, might look like after this year?
It's gonna look grim for the near future. It's gonna look a little grim. Mm-hmm. My brother was saying that maybe this is time for Andy Reid to retire. You don't have Mahomes anymore. You have to suffer through building up another quarterback. Travis Kelce may retire, so maybe it's time for him to retire. Maybe they actually go through a true fucking rebuild, and the only anchor they still have is Patrick Mahomes. But I don't think that's gonna happen. It's gonna look ugly for the next year or two. But I think their dynasty is over. He may win another Super Bowl, but it's not going to be a dynasty. Like that's everyone's time has come and gone. The Patriots were able to do it for 20 years. You did it for 5. Other people are on the come up. People are just getting better. It looks like Josh Allen's going to get his. We don't know what they'll do next year. If Burrow gets on a better team with a better, like who knows? Mm-hmm. So I just think it's over for this dynasty. I don't see them coming back because you are going to have to rebuild, and that's not going to be pretty. And Patrick Mahomes is getting older. So, sayonara.
And we were dancing in the beginning, and like because like the Chiefs were so dominant, so it's always like it's kind of nice to see the dominant force who would just fucking shove down our throats every.
Yeah, of course they're in everyone's way.
Yeah.
So I don't feel bad for them.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that.
I don't feel bad for them. Let
Yeah.
them go. Bye.
Yeah.
You remember the last time the
Bye.
Jets won a Super Bowl? You remember the year the Jets won a Super Bowl? Their last Super Bowl?
1970?
1969.
1969. Nice.
Super Bowl
Yeah,
number
so they'll be
3.
fine.
Nice.
They'll be fine. They'll be able to coast off this dynasty for the next 15 years in reputational wise. So
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel sorry for them. I mean, I feel bad for Pat. I'm sorry that he got hurt. That
Yeah.
fucking sucks. Absolutely. Because you don't know what type of player he will be when he comes back.
For the fan base, go kick rocks. 'Cause I've been doing that for 21 years. Okay, go kick rocks.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be it's good. They're gonna be on the struggle bus. And I think, the Eagles knocked off that shine in the Super Bowl. They brought them back down to earth. They let everyone know. Look at these motherfuckers. Look at them.
That really
Look what
was
we
the
did to these
beginning of the
people.
end.
On the biggest stage, their biggest time. They look at what they slipped through their hands. 3 Super Bowls in a row. Look at what these don't be afraid of these people. And look, and I think it hurt their fucking ego. It hurt them a lot because they never recovered. They're in the Super Bowl hangover. This was their year. Last year was the Niners' years. They couldn't recover from that shit. And this year was the Chiefs' year. They couldn't recover from losing the Super Bowl. It exposed a lot. It's over. It's done. Back it up. Get new blood in here. And just start building. Just think for the future. That's it. R.I.P.
Yeah.
All I know is that tomorrow on First Things First, Nick Kreit's going to be in a coffin.
Yo, the bit they did last week when he came in on the stretcher, I was cracking up.
Listen, he's
I
got to
was
be in a coffin now.
dying
It's the only way
laughing.
it
That
makes
was
sense.
hilarious.
They have to hold a funeral for him.
It's definitely going to be a funeral. Definitely going to be a funeral.
Oh, God. Well, shout out to the Chargers, though. Big win.
Big
Playoff
win. Playoff team. 10 wins.
Yeah, I didn't think they were gonna do that. Like when I saw the Chiefs were winning, I was like, oh yeah, the Chargers, they can't play in the fucking cold. Not this type of cold. And actually, no. Which was
Jets have
more
been-
proof.
you've been wrong
Which was
about
more
two
proof
teams.
that the Chiefs were done.
You've been proven wrong about 2 teams back-to-back weeks, Jets. The Texans and the Chargers. Both went into Arrowhead and both won.
I was wrong. But this is what I'm saying. Like the writing's on the wall. Boogeyman is out to pasture now.
Better teams are beating you. They're just better, younger, faster, hungry. Have genuinely really good defenses too. Like Chargers defense ain't nothing to slouch at. They play really well and they're young. They're fast. They fly to the ball. So do the fucking Texans. So do the Broncos. Like there's just too much talent in the Chiefs' way, and they've kind of stayed the same. They haven't really evolved.
Well, they went on that notion, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Mm.
As long as Mahomes can still be Mahomes, we have Andy Reid. We have those two. Our defense has, helped as much as they could. We got Kelsey right here. We don't really need to make too many changes, except get out the loudmouths like Tyreek Hill, because he's gonna fuck up our flow.
And they won a
Did
Super
he really
Bowl
fuck
without
up
him.
their flow?
Won a Super Bowl without him.
Mm-hmm.
Next year they won
Yeah.
a Super Bowl. So
But their offense has never really been the same.
no.
And what if he had someone like Tyreek Hill this year?
Game changer.
You heard Tyreek wanted out of Miami. You didn't want to put a phone call in?
Nope.
Say, hey, you want to come back?
Nope. We're not spinning that block again, Tyreek. I'm sorry. Unfortunately. You like Miami, no taxes.
You
Sorry.
can't tell me they don't miss him.
Of course they
You can't tell me Mahomes like, damn, I miss this motherfucker.
Of course they miss him a little bit. But like I feel like
Well, they never replaced him.
like
So they're missing
They tried
something.
to. They tried.
Well,
like
look how that.
I feel
know.
like the Chiefs are gonna find a way to get a good running back and try to get that run game going.
Oh, God, if they sign Brees Hall.
And he turns into fucking gold.
But I could see a 3-year, $45 million, and they give him fully guaranteed. I could see it. They would do that shit. They would.
Mm-hmm. Did Jefferson just score a touchdown?
Oh, Godspeed.
Ah, false start. Wow, the
Yeah.
Vikings shooting themselves in the foot once again. Oh, illegal formation.
But,
Excuse me.
But real quick, I was giggling before because I just looked at the division standings real quick
Mhm.
for the AFC. What is it? West.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? West, right? You have the Broncos, who have did it right, rebuilt right, got a young quarterback, built their defense up. The Chargers got a good head coach in there, got a good young quarterback, built their defense up. Then you have the Las Vegas Raiders, who just stay being ass, even though the entire time that the Chiefs were on top, the Raiders never moved. They just stayed lateral the whole time. God, what an organization!
And you know what's funny? The Chiefs without Mahomes are still better than the fucking Raiders.
Yeah,
still better. They're gonna be right back there next year if they don't fucking do shit to do. Think about, like, it's crazy, man.
They got whopped by Philadelphia today too. They got whopped.
Yo, Jess, I'm not gonna lie. Great. My advice for you for fantasy, played out pretty well. It's good. You got the max amount of points you can in your starting lineup. Still not enough, but it's okay.
I don't want to talk about it.
All right, fine, fair enough. All right, let's talk about Phillip fucking
Fine.
Rivers coming out of the retirement home and fucking almost
Let's
beating the
go!
Seahawks. Let me fucking talk about it. This
Well, he performed
44-year-old.
a lot better than a lot of people expected. We can just
did
say
he
that
really?
off. Look, he didn't die.
What? Yeah. That was the expectation. Like, all right, he's about to get fucking cracked and
He
smoked.
made some plays.
He's about to get rolled into a blunt.
You know,
He had a touchdown.
he didn't. He wasn't a shit show.
Had
You
a
think he was a
touchdown?
shit show?
He had a touchdown. He was 18 and 27 for 120 yards passing. That's like real bad. That's like awful. That's real awful.
You could have done worse, to be honest.
Tom Brady, listen, Tom Brady was doing this shit at fucking 45. I don't want to hear it.
Tom Brady didn't go off the couch after 4 years. All right.
Yeah, Tom Brady stayed with us. In all honesty, like I said before, they should have went after his ass. And I bet you he would have left ownership real quick. One more chance on the field? Yeah. Like he would have left that ownership real quick and be like, yep, I'll be your fucking quarterback.
But
Give me one more fucking year.
Can
One more
I just say something about the Seahawks? If their defense wasn't good, how many wins would they have?
We've had a conversation before. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I don't know if they'd be this good.
What?
I don't know,
But
Jim.
what do they do? What do they do?
Keep winning.
Just enough.
Keep doing just enough.
Just enough. They kick field goals and they win games.
You know what?
Just enough.
We might have overrated Sam Darnold just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. Touch?
I don't think so.
Yeah, just a touch.
No.
I think I did a little bit. I'm just gonna say it. Hasn't been playing too hot. Last couple fucking weeks. Listen, JSN does his thing, right? 7 catches, 113 yards. The running game was non-existent. Non-fucking existent for the Seahawks. And without that running game, it's painful to watch them move the ball. It's painful. If they can't run the ball effectively, you can beat this team. 44-year-old Phillip Rivers off the couch with his fucking 8-year-old son's fucking Pee-wee team playbook was able to fucking get it to a 2-point game and them having the lead at one point. I don't know what to make of this Seahawks team. And also the Colts, what's their schedule, right? Like, let's take a look. You play the 49ers next week. Tough, right? I don't know. Maybe, you could score a little bit, get Brock Purdy, turn the ball over, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was muted. I think the Niners are gonna win. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, but the defensive Indy was also really good too. The defensive Indy could play well. So like, as long as the defense plays good for these teams, they will always be in games because their defense gives them a fuck ton of chances to score.
Yeah, but I think San Francisco can find a way to put Rivers on his ass throughout the game.
And that's fair. And you know what?
And their defense will tire out. Colts defense will tire out because you won't be able to keep them in the game, and I get it. You're right, but I think if you can't keep your fucking quarterback upright, you ain't gonna. Doesn't matter how good his defense is either.
Yeah. And that's fair. And you know what? I may be inclined to agree with you there. And then they play the Jaguars and the Texans. Like, if I'm the Colts, man, like, the defense is giving you chances, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. You have fucking Phillip Rivers at quarterback. Yeah, sure, he's like a cool guy and like he knows the scheme. He's fucking 44 years old and you know, he's 4 years off the couch.
I think you're disrespecting the grandpa too much.
No, I am.
Respectfully.
I am. 120 passing yards in 27 attempts. Butt cheeks.
He's a grandpa.
So
Cut
what?
the man some slack.
Well, now you're
They're
back.
They're not going to win with Phillip Rivers. They're going to win because of their defense. That's their role.
Well, now
They
he's
got to hand the ball to Jonathan Taylor more. That's what they got to do. They can't rely on Phillip Rivers.
They handed it off to him like 26 times. How much more?
You got to keep giving him the ball. You got to turn it to Army over here or Navy. Just keep running the ball. I think he's the best running back in the NFL. You keep giving him the ball as much time as he wants.
Like when but then when they stuff the run, it's time to throw. He's not going to be able to get it done. Because there are times where you have to throw the ball now. You're not running on 3rd and 8. You're not. Especially in your own field. You're trying to get that first down. And when your leading receiver is Amir Abdullah for 5 catches, 32 yards, he's a running back. That is a crime against humanity. That's a crime.
The problem is that they're playing really good defenses, right? That's their problem. They know that if they stop the run, Phillip Rivers ain't going to do anything. So now San Fran, Jacksonville, and Houston have to pretty much play the same game plan, right? Can the Colts win? Maybe. They have the defense for it. I think they're competitive defensively. But at any point, if they stop running the ball, they're not winning. So I wouldn't rule the Colts out, but I'm not ready to also bury Phillip Rivers yet. I'm not.
That's fair. You know what? Maybe
I'm not ready to put the blame all on him. I mean, shit, he came off the couch. What do you want him to do?
I'm not putting like all the blame on him, but it's like the Colts organization knows what they got themselves into. They know because you put them in the game. You know what you got yourself into now. So what am I supposed to just be like? Oh, guys, well, I know he just got off the couch. 120 yards, 27 attempts. Guys, just got off the couch, though, guys. Come on, guys. And granted, they did keep it close, but that's because Seattle's offense fucking blew cock. They sucked. And I'm fucking thinking we're overrating them right now.
I think the Colts have a good defense. I think that's just pretty much it. And anytime Sam Darnold plays a good defense, he folds. We know this.
Oh, God.
But they find a way to win games.
Just wait until the playoffs. Oh, you know what? Ooh, I can't wait till the fucking week 18 and the fucking...
We know what's going to happen. It's what always happens.
Ooh, I can't wait to fucking pick against...
Who would
I can't wait.
Who would they play? What are the standings? Who would they play? I think they're the 5 seed, right?
They're the 4 or 5 seed. I know that.
No, they can't be the
4. They're 4. Yeah, they're 5. Yeah, they're 5. So they
would play the 4 seed,
which would be the Panthers or
they'd be respectfully.
Oh, God.
Respectfully.
God.
Respectfully.
Fuck. I can't pick against them. Fuck.
Respectfully.
Fuck. Damn
Bryce
it.
Young versus Sam Darnold playoff game. What a wild card week 1 matchup. What do you do? What do you pick?
Bro, I don't know.
What do you do?
Bro, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck you go with, bro.
Oh, Sam Darnold, Bryce Young matchup.
I don't know. I don't know what to do at that point. I wouldn't know. I would not know. But yeah, Seattle won. I mean, their kicker. Shout out to Jason Myers. I think he had the most fantasy points in the game, so shout out to him. That's pretty cool. And yeah, Seattle's still firmly in the picture. They can still potentially take over the division. So, if the Rams lose one of these and Seattle just keeps on winning, who knows? They might be, sneak up to that number 1 spot and get a first round bye. And then we won't even be talking about them getting eliminated. Hey, look at that, right? The way shit works out. And let's talk about the Rams. They fucking had a fucking this was a fucking good old game. This is a good game.
This is a Sean McVay, Dan Campbell game. This is football to them. This is their version of football. Good. 41-37.
34.
34.
Yeah. But man, I mean, Puka Nakua's fucking excellent. Stafford and Goff both throw for over 330. They both fucking cooked. Jared Goff looked good. 3 touchdowns in this game. Amon-Ra St. Brown had fucking 13 catches for 164 yards and 2 tutties. The defenses were flying. Jahmyr Gibbs. And you know what ultimately it was? The Rams could run the ball.
Yeah.
They could run the ball. And that's ultimately what led them to winning this game. They were able to, take some of the pressure off of Matthew Stafford just for a little bit. And give it to Kyron, give it to Blake Corum, and just let those guys run and do what they need to do. Because the Lions really couldn't stop the run all too much. So they kind of exploited them there. And Jahmyr Gibbs couldn't really get anything on the ground. He had 38 yards and 13 carries. That's tough, respectfully. So, and man, this Rams offense, man, they could score with anybody. It's going to be scary, especially I need to see their schedule. They play the Seahawks next week. Is that Thursday night? That's a Thursday night. I'm streaming.
Why do I work when we have good football games?
I'm streaming. Yo, I'm going to be watching this game with fucking very intent eyes. I'm going to fucking look like Joe Burrow in the pocket when it's fucking collapsing.
You'd be right. You're just going to go quiet. You just pull out a notepad. You're just writing notes.
Yep.
Just vigorously.
Yep. And
damn Darnold, Miss Jack Smith and Jigba and dig route right there.
Oh shit.
He's not a good cornerback now.
Yeah, I
don't know.
I just noticed something. The Rams play 3 bird teams in a row. They play the Seahawks, Falcons, Cardinals. Oh, that's actually pretty funny. 3 bird teams to end the year. Let's fucking kill it. They already killed the Cardinals once. Maybe they'll kill them again. Kill another bird.
Bird up.
And they've already beaten the Seahawks this year, the Rams. A close game, 21-19. Maybe Seahawks take this. I don't know, Jim. 3-3 in division. We always division.
Always scary. You don't know, Jim. You know what I just realized too? If the Seahawks lose and the Niners win, the Niners will get second place.
Fuck.
The Seahawks would be at 11 wins and a third place team in their own division.
Bro, that's insane. Wow, man. What was I gonna say? Detroit, they're 8-6. They're third in their division right now.
Are they going to be the best team not to make the playoffs?
Maybe. Because it's looking like it at this point.
Because they're not winning a division because the Bears are going to keep winning. And the NFC is so crowded right now. I think they're like a game back of... Who is it?
Of Green Bay. The Green Bay's 9-4-1. Detroit's 8-6. So I think they're like a 1.5.
Yeah, but Green Bay has a tiebreaker against them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh well, technically, they did beat Green Bay once. Okay. No, they lost to Green Bay twice. Okay, never mind.
They lost to Green Bay twice. Green Bay has a tiebreaker against them.
Yeah. So they would need the Packers to like just
fall off a cliff.
Fall off a cliff in these last.
It's completely fall.
Yeah, you need that, and they would need to beat the Steelers. They can beat the Steelers.
You would think.
You would think.
But hey, we don't know what version of Pittsburgh we're gonna get every week. So who knows?
Then they play
Every quarter.
Then they play the Vikings. You could beat the Vikings.
You should, right?
But I don't know. They lost to the Vikings. I don't know. I don't know, Jim. And then they play the Bears. That could be for division, maybe. If everything goes right, that could be for the division. If in Detroit's ideal world, Week 18 versus the Bears is who is going to be winning the division.
I mean, ideally that's for a playoff spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, because Packers would be first, and then the Bears would be fighting for second place in the division, and that would be the playoff spot.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know you ain't sold on the Bears like I am. So
I'm not. Yeah. I mean, who do they face today? A shit team. The Browns. You could beat the Browns. You could look good against the Browns. But I'm just saying, Caleb hasn't.
Shador looked good though.
Sorry. What the fuck was that, Jess? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was it? The fuck was that? Gotta fucking show off the watch, yo. Come on. Put down my AP. Perfect timing. AP on my neck.
It was ice.
It's shining.
I was shaking the ice.
I don't know what the fuck you were shaking there. Was it ice? Let me fucking tell you. The fuck's that?
You know, like ice on your wrist. If you went like this, I just went like this.
Daniel, how do we feel about this?
I don't know what's happening right now. To be totally honest with you.
Oh man. But yo, next week and these last 3 weeks have a lot of playoff implications for a good amount of teams. It's going to be like real exciting football to watch these guys play.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Lions play the Steelers next week, the 21st, and then 4 days later they have to play the Vikings on Christmas.
Oh, that's why. Oh, that makes sense. You know what? That's fair.
Yeah. So like
They get a week. That's fair.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
It's interesting. It's interesting. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen because Detroit.
We have Saturday games.
I learned that shit while I'm watching games. I'm like, Saturday for what? What?
You learned that from me because the last week I told you we had Saturday games.
You did?
Waiting for that.
Oh my bad.
Yes, and you didn't want to
I was
believe
waiting
me.
for that.
I said there's always Saturday games in December.
My bad. You were correct.
You very vigorously said no. That's not true, and she told you it is.
Yeah, my bad, yo. My bad. So we got fucking 2 of them. So I'm probably gonna be streaming. Hey yo, we're gonna be fucking live for that. Who is it? Like the Eagles and like
it's Eagles Commanders at 5:00.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles better win that game.
They fucking better.
And then Packers Bears 8:20. Yeah,
that's a great game. That's fucking phenomenal. That's juicy right there. That's real juicy. I might stream both games back to back. Maybe like start one stream, end it real quick, start another one, boom. Let's get right into the fucking next game. I might do that. I might be sitting in my chair for 7 hours. This is great. It's like, what is this, UFC? Sit in my fucking chair.
At some point in the day, I'll probably hop on.
Yes.
Come on, next Saturday.
Yes. The 20th.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm so pumped.
Oh yeah, because Sunday ain't looking too hot. To be honest with you guys. 1:00 late. Best game is Bucs Panthers.
Okay.
4:00 you have Jags Broncos.
Okay. Playoff matchup. Playoff matchup
potentially.
potentially.
If we the year, we probably write that game off. Shout out to the Jags.
Yo, shout out.
And Trevor Lawrence throwing 6 touchdown passes today.
Duval.
The Jets.
Yo, we could have saw that masterclass. That shit would have been crazy. We just see Trevor Lawrence fucking darting up the fucking Jets the entire time. Jeez.
Would have been on the beach, honestly.
That would have been either a complete waste of our money to go down there and watch them lose like that, or it just would have been like we came down for the weather.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Nice. What's the weather in Jacksonville right now? What is it? Like a nice 62? Let's see. Jacksonville. Okay, it's 50 right now, but what was it during the game? What was it?
It was nicer than what it was up here. That's all that matters. We are all snowed in up here.
Jess, I'm going to be honest with you. If we went, we would have had a much better time just going to the beach, exploring the city. Just taking a walk downtown Jacksonville. It might, it would have been better if we would have took a trip to Disney. We were in Florida. We could have went to the Jet game or Disney.
The Jet game or Disney? I mean, they're both in La La Land, so I don't know if we would have missed.
We would have been fine regardless.
Yeah,
Oh God. But yeah, Broncos, Jags, Steelers, Lions, and then Patriots, Ravens Sunday Night Football, and then Steelers, Colts Monday night.
Interesting games, to say the least. Interesting. The Saturday games might be the fucking best thing.
The Saturday and the Thursday game might be the best part of the schedule.
Yeah,
Let's be completely honest.
So I'm gonna fucking be covering that. You guys can hop on stream whenever you fucking want. So those will already pretty much be covered, and then on Sunday we'll barely talk about those because we already fucking covered it. There you go. So that'll be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Interesting. Huh.
All right. Do we want to talk about the big one about Michigan?
Oh, yes, we do. Who wants to brief it?
Set it up.
Okay, I'll set it up. So,
you want me to do it? You do the other one?
No, I got it. So,
Okay.
Michigan, the University of Michigan, one of the biggest fucking powerhouses in the Big Ten. And if you guys have any other thoughts, you could chime on in. So they have a coach. His name is Sharon Moore, and he was the hire after Jim Harbaugh was the coach there, and then he left to go to coach the Chargers, and then Sharon Moore was the coach there, right? Boom, boom, boom. He, was a pretty decent coach, right? Michigan's not too bad, right? But in fact, he was having sexual relations with a coworker at the University of Michigan. When things like this happen in the sports world, typically, and in any work world, it's typically not fucking allowed. So, it was already an inappropriate relationship there, and they probably could have fired him or suspended him because of that straight up, right? So he was having this inappropriate relationship with this woman. And then it gets real, sick and criminal after this, right? So he and correct me if I'm wrong. Let me look up the charges here.
Well,
that's fucking. Go ahead.
Allegedly, Michigan gave him an ultimatum.
Mm-hmm.
Either you move her to a different department, or you fire her. And Moore decided to fire her. That led to a complete breakdown. She spoiled all the beans of what happened, and Moore, very not allegedly, went to this woman's house, her residence, screaming and yelling, broke in to a door that was open because she locked the front door, so he went in through the back door, went into her kitchen, threatened her with her own house knife, and then left, and then got arrested. So I think you could read, if they're charged, you could read them. I think one is assault.
It was faces charges of felony, count of home invasion, and multiple misdemeanors relating to his arrest. Moore was charged with third-degree home invasion, which is felony. He was also charged with 1 count of misdemeanor stalking and 1 count of misdemeanor breaking and entering illegal entry without permission. Yeah. He engaged in inappropriate relationship with a staff member. And so he was also, not only is he a shit person, but he's a shit husband too. Cheated on his wife, fucking letting his kids down. Now the kids are seeing this in the fucking news, right? And You fucking threaten a woman who you fired after she spilled the beans about your inappropriate relationship that they were having. So that was maybe like, they had this inappropriate relationship. He had two options. Fired her, right? Didn't want to deal with it anymore. She was like, oh, word? Bet. So Michigan, right? So you remember me and him being his assistant? Oh, we were doing more than assisting. Let me tell you that. He was assisting something. Let me tell you. Okay? And he gets mad that she says it because it gets him fired. And then he fucking crashes out over some pussy. Pretty much. He's bitter. He's upset. He crashed out. Like a fucking dumbass. He deserves to be in prison. This is not a normal human thing to do. This is a man who is dumb in the brain, slow, nothing going on upstairs, right? No impulse control, and just the overall shit human being. To do these kind of things. Like, I'm not going to be a fucking Shady McCoy and be like, but, you know what I mean? Like, but, it's kind of crazy, guys. Things happen. No, things like this don't fucking happen. They don't. Nobody, like, it's very, 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 very rare that we hear about people fucking at work having a relationship, getting fired, and then fucking going to their homes and holding them at knife point, pretty much. It's rare. This is a rare thing. That's why it's so fucking big, because he's a public figure and
Allegedly.
It's rare. Allegedly. Fucking facing these fucking felony charges because of your decisions. You decided to embark on this relationship as well as she did. You decided to fire her. She decided then to say her side. And then you decided to take actions upon yourself and be a repulsive human being. Shit guy. Deserves to fucking be in jail.
Yeah, I mean, his actions are inexcusable. It's disgusting when you hear it's sickening to hear what he did. It shouldn't be tolerable at any workplace or anything. Any person has to deal with that, regardless of who you are and what you do.
Sorry. And also, he also threatened to take his own life.
Yes.
As well.
Yes.
This is the quote from CNN.
Well.
I am going to KILL myself. I'm going to make you watch. My blood is on your hands.
He fucking had a mental
you
break.
You ruined my life. That's what he was saying.
He inherited a Mercedes when Harbaugh left, right? It wasn't the best, but he got up to, he had a good recruiting year. Michigan's a young team. He was doing pretty well. So he was going to do something with that team. And he completely blew it all away off of this entire, crash out. You want to call it that. So he ruined his own legacy, his own career. The sad part is, I bet you there'll be a college team in a couple years who's going to hire him because this is how this works, right? You coach Michigan, you get a second chance. I'm telling you, I know how college works. It's what's going to happen. It's sad, sickening, but that's what's going to happen. So his career is not totally over, but his reputation, his legacy, and everything else that he had built up in his life gone in an instant because he fucked up. And you don't, like, this is not normal behavior that a person does. This is not how you react to anything negative happening in your life. Mm-hmm. You have to be an adult. You fucked up. You cheated on your wife. You get the consequences. This is how this works. You don't get to thrash out and attack the person that screwed you over because you're the one who screwed them. That don't work like that. And for all intents and purposes, she really did what you needed to do. You fired me. All right, I'm going to tell on you. You didn't want this getting out. Well, now it's getting out. So if I'm going down, you're going down with me. Mm-hmm. So all credit to her.
In her fucking exit interview, she was like, yeah, this actually really happened. Because apparently, I would assume that Michigan University, they knew.
No.
Because they were
And
like, move her to another department or fucking fire her. Because we're not trying to deal with this shit.
And now Michigan's getting investigated too now, because if they knew, then how long was this going on for? Because Moore was on the staff with Harbaugh. So now that Harbaugh knew about it, how long was this really going on for, and how deep does it actually go?
I'm sure people knew about it.
Mhm.
Because clearly it was toxic and loud. Because if it wasn't toxic and loud, and if you were mentally sane, if you were just a regular man having an affair and not a man with a lot of issues having an affair, you probably wouldn't be in the situation. So I'm sure everyone knew, but as long as it doesn't get ugly. And clearly it got loud enough that Michigan had to be like, okay, fire her, move her, but it's not allowed anymore. Like, we can't overlook it anymore. We can't have like plausible deniability. Like, we can get sued in every which way direction, and this is just not going to end well. And yeah, you're right, Daniel. She was like, yeah, okay, you're going to fire me, and then I'm going to tell on you. I mean, it's almost like you're an adult. I mean, get it it's just, I don't know. Like, you agreed to be in the relationship. So what exactly are you telling on? You're just trying to make more trouble now between him and his wife. But that's why you don't cheat. Because your side bitch can end up being your fucking thorn and like your downfall.
And especially cheating on somebody who you work with. Especially
You're
in
shitting
these,
where you eat. So it's like
Yes.
it's all self-inflicted. It's all self-inflicted. This wasn't an accident. Like, it wasn't a one-time thing. You guys hooked up at the holiday party. You both got drunk. No, that didn't happen. Clearly, it was nasty. And clearly, you need help. He needs a lot of mental help. And yeah, you do need to belong behind bars, because breaking in someone's house is a fucking felony. It's not okay. Because if she had a gun and fucking shot your ass, then what?
Mhm.
Like, you're breaking into someone's home. Like, what? I don't.
I'm sure.
threatening
Then
her.
Yes,
it's just,
exactly. I'm sure if
it's a
she,
danger.
I'm sure if she wanted to in that moment, she could have attacked them, and she would have been completely justified. I don't know how Michigan law works. I don't know if they were in Michigan when this happened. Assuming so, because he just fucking left the facility, so I'm assuming it's still in Michigan. But if Michigan laws, are what we're saying, she has every right to just fucking do harm to him.
Well, of course, you have a right to protect yourself.
Yeah.
And, it's terrifying. Your ex is coming at you with a knife. Like, this could have ended totally different. This could have been a totally nasty like conversation. This could have been tragic. This could have been really ugly.
Yeah.
And there would be no talk of you ever getting out of jail if this got worse. Your whole career would absolutely be. No one's fucking hiring you after that. But I mean, clearly he needs to be in jail for a while because you broke the law. That's not a misdemeanor. You fucking broke into someone's home. That's home invasion. Like, that's not a slap on the wrist. So you deserve to be in jail for however long they fucking put you there. And you need a psych evaluation, which they're giving him, because you're threatening to take your own life. At that point, it's like you clocked out. You can't be a thriving human being if you're ready to go. You have kids that still need you in spite of what is happening right now. So you just can't think of yourself and say, I want to kill myself because my side bitch is mad that I had to fire her. Like, no, you need fucking help. And your wife, I hope she gets everything. Hope she fucking takes her ass to the cleaners.
And the people who are like, people who are like, oh, he just made a mistake. To me, cheating's not a mistake because you know what you're doing. So it's not a mistake. You're very knowledgeable of what you're doing right now. You're very coherent. You know what's happening. So no, it's not a mistake. So he should be getting nothing. He should be getting all the book thrown at him. And you don't get a second chance when you know you fucked up. Right? Like, a mistake is like, okay, I didn't know, it's my fault, stuff happens. But when you know you're cheating for this long, supposedly, and it's been going on for years, and you break into somebody's house, that's not a mistake. You know what you're doing. You have to know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's
You have to know how this is
intentional.
gonna end up.
You're an adult. You're not a 21-year-old man. You're not a 15-year-old boy. Like, you're running a program. Listen, we're all adults, right? If you want to cheat, you know what? It's literally not against the law, but it's clearly against the rules to cheat at work,
Mm-hmm.
to have affairs, to fraternize with someone who's your inferior. This wasn't someone who was on your level, which is why there's fucking rules for that.
Assistant to you
So
specifically.
I mean, you're piling this on to yourself. So it's not a mistake. Like it's it, I don't know. It's a terrible situation all the way around.
It's a lack of impulse. It's a lack of control. It's impulse. It's
Well, he lacks discipline. Like you're an
Yeah.
adult and you're supposed to you're helping these young men, become adults. And this is the example you want to lay out for them?
You're the leader because this is a very young team too. So you are the leader of this team.
Yeah, and you're not in jail because you cheated. You're in jail because you fucking broke the law. So
Mhm.
like the people who were saying, "Oh no, he's in jail for cheating, and why are we punishing him for cheating?" He broke the law. He broke into someone's home. If someone broke into your fucking home, you wouldn't be so sympathetic.
Mhm.
So it's like he's not in trouble because he cheated. He's in trouble because he broke the law. He's in jail because he broke the law. He threatened someone's life. He invaded someone's home that wasn't his own. He was uninvited. That's why he's there.
Yeah.
It's okay to hold him accountable, even if he has mental distress. Mental distress does not allow you to do that to someone.
Because there's a basketball coach, Emeka Udoka. He was having an improper relationship with a staff member. I think he got suspended from the Celtics, or I think he got fired, actually.
Got fired.
And then
He got fired.
They fired him.
And guess what?
So this
he got
isn't
another
like,
chance because then he didn't fucking crash out and invade her home. There's two sides.
see, that was probably he was cheating, but it was probably like a functional, an affair. Like I'm not trying to lose my career. I do have a kid. I do she's not trying to ruin we have good jobs here. This is the fucking Celtics. Like we're not trying to but they caught us and now and now I'm fired.
Yeah.
But he's obviously a much healthier person in the brain because like I said, he didn't crash out. Him and his wife or his fiance, whoever, they probably divorced. I don't know. But there's ways to handle it. But that's what I'm saying. He needs a lot of help and he may not coach. He probably shouldn't coach. I know someone will probably offer him a job, but that's he'll be coaching Division 3
in like 5 to 10 years, probably, depending on how long his sentence is. Yeah, respectfully, because not all sentences are created equal. Not different crimes you get different rep for. Like with Michael Vick.
No, I don't feel bad at all. Look, I was gonna say I've known someone who've been victims of DV, domestic violence, so it's not a joke. I don't give a fuck if they throw the fucking book at you. I don't care about statistics and double standards, and I don't care. Like, you're an asshole for doing that. Like, you have no respect for people's life. You've lost respect for life. You don't even respect yourself. Like, it's just disgusting. It's really nasty, and like I'm saying, he's lucky that she didn't spaz out, that she didn't fucking pull out a gun and blast his ass through the fucking door.
Mm-hmm.
Because that could have easily happened. Like, you're over here trying to attack someone, bro. You may not make it out. Like, so you're out here just like willy-nilly in your own life? I don't know. Lock him up for as long as he needs to. Let his wife claim everything. And he'll recover and he'll rehab somewhere down the line. But yeah, away from everyone. You get this amazing opportunity, and you can't handle it. You can't. There's no such thing as compartmentalizing your life. Well, I'm a football coach here, and then I'm a husband here. No, all that shit melds in, bro. What happens at work melds into your fucking life at home. So, and I still don't feel bad because, like, imagine how your wife feels. She's got it worse.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one in jail, but she's got it worse because she's embarrassed. You're embarrassing. You're an embarrassing person, and she's attached to your ass, and your kids are embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just like, and my dad like crashed out over this white. over this white girl. Lost his fucking opportunity and everything. Threatened to kill her. He was going to kill this, and then he threatened to kill himself. And we're stuck with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Good dad, bad dad, it's still embarrassing. And parents should not be out here embarrassing their fucking children like that.
Mm-hmm. Or their spouses.
Or their spouses. You know what my pastor says in his sermons? You do not get the life you deserve. You get the life you decide. So when you decide to step out on your wife at work with someone who is clearly not healthy herself, because you have to be, you clearly knew he was a married man. That's not a secret. So you're clearly engaging yourself with someone who also has huge faults. So you're stepping into the fire. So you decided for that to happen. You decided all of this. This one little decision you made just fucking ricocheted. And it's like Daniel said, it's not a mistake. This is this is something you just have to say, yeah, I'm guilty. I got real selfish in my marriage. I got real selfish with my own needs. Wasn't thinking, didn't care about boundaries, didn't care about this girl's boundaries and her livelihood. Why didn't I just move her to a different department? Why did I have to fire her? It's just like you make bad decisions for yourself. And now they're dangerous decisions because now you're in jail. For pussy. That's the surface. But the truth is you're in jail because you have a lot of fucking deep-rooted issues. Because people who are healed from trauma and have a vision for their future don't act like this.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't.
Yeah.
And I feel sorry for the Michigan players. Like, damn, we lost our coach to the NFL. Now we lost this coach because he's fucking crazy. Now we're just sitting here with thumbs up our asses. Thank God nothing happened to that girl. I hope she's all right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hope she finds a new job. She probably will sue Michigan. And she probably will win.
And also, before, I just want to say something about Shady McCoy. We were listening to a little bit of your show with Emmanuel Acho and two other people that I have no idea who are.
Speakeasy,
right? Nice show, right? Good job. You're producing a show. You're on a show. It's great. I love hearing your opinion. You should sit this one out, bro. It's clear that you either A, don't know what the fuck you're talking about, or B, you choose not to know what the fuck you're talking about. You're a deplorable human being, just like this guy is also a deplorable human being. You're trying to cape and be like, but guys, but everybody fucking cheats, right? Oh, Shady, what about breaking in the home? Guys. Cheating, it happens, right? Guys, cheating happens, guys. You guys have never been like, ooh, she's hot. Like, that's cheating. Like, we've all done it, right? Shady, you're an embarrassment. Acknowledge that this guy did something wrong and move on. You can say the brother needs help, like you did, but you can also hold him accountable for his actions, which you did not do 1 second. And when other people are trying to, you look at them and you but you're talking about a home affair. Like, guys, with the cheating, like, guys, we can't talk about, guys, like, cheating's not that bad. You know what I mean? Right, Shady? Okay? So please, sit this one out. Let actual people who understand nuance handle this, please. Thank you, Shady McCoy. Thank you. Awful fucking take. Trash. Anyway, let's continue. I had to say that because we were talking about it all day yesterday, and when we were cleaning up for our friends.
Yeah, no, the clip it was a little. I was kind of shocked he was defending him to the point because it's like you're defending the cheating, but that's not why he's in jail.
Mm-hmm.
And you're defending the cheating, but that's not really why he even got fired. He got fired because he was having an affair with someone who's his inferior at a work job that's against the rules. He broke the rules. Like they just didn't find out, oh, you're fucking someone else, you're fired. That doesn't happen. You gave them ground. They were given ground to fire him on. Evidence that it's a real relationship and it's obvious and it's
funny? You want to know something that's
interrupting
funny?
Work, obviously. He
probably could have kept his job.
Yeah.
Think about that. The department knew for this fucking long. Their thing was not you get fired or she gets fired. It's
But
switch
fire her.
Fire
They were
her or
ready to
switch-
keep him.
But you know
So
what it is
he
too?
was,
You know what it is too? Because even if she whistleblows, they can blow it out on the rug. But like it's all alleged. It's what she said. It's what he said, she said. So at the end of the day, they probably could have kept him.
but she
Until-
probably showed up with all the receipts. Like I said, it obviously got nasty where they just couldn't avoid it anymore. People are talking about it. You know, soon enough, like it's probably if people are talking about it so loud on campus, it's gonna get out. And
Right.
you know, no, he it was proper that they fired him, and it was proper that he's in jail. There's you get it. He cheated. Yeah, everyone does cheat, and people do meet at work. Yeah, and then those people make a decision to either find new jobs or keep their shit on the low, and don't lose their livelihood over it. So it's I was kind of taken aback that he was like so like leaning in on well they fired him because he's cheating and ooh it's just like that's not why they did that. It was like a dishonest argument.
Yeah. They're trying to attack the thing that they can kind of like be like, oh, it's not that bad side of the argument. They weren't attacking the argument where no, this is deplorable, reprehensible human behavior. That like people who are okay in the head never do. Let me tell you something, guys. I've never thought about breaking into somebody's home. Never thought about it. Right? It doesn't cross my mind. Never does. Right? But for him, it crossed his mind. And even worse, he didn't just go in there. He was threatening himself and her.
Yeah. And that's a real toxic relationship right there because a lot of couples argue and they don't storm each other's homes. A lot of couples argue and they don't threaten each other's lives and they don't threaten themselves. The people that do that, they need to be separated. They're codependent and it's toxic and it's nasty and they should never be together.
Mm-hmm.
That's not normal behavior. It's just not. It's just not.
Did we get all of our thoughts out? Yeah. All right.
I don't really have a transition. Do we want to basketball? Or
How
baseball?
do we transition from this?
If we want to do
There's
basketball
no
or
real good transition. You can say, how the fuck would we transition from Sharon Moore to the Mets? Ooh, that's good. Let's play a game. Let's try to transition from this. You know what else
Let's
is
transition right into the Mets.
You know what else is a toxic relationship? The Mets and Mets fans. They have a toxic relationship. Let me tell you. That was okay. That was all right.
Yeah, that was good.
That was
all
all
right.
right. Toxic relationship. So Daniel, you want to talk about that, Mr.
Well,
Met?
I kind of have to, right?
Yeah.
So the Mets didn't do anything in free agency. This wasn't their doing, but kind of was. Edwin Diaz signed with the LA Dodgers on a 3-year, $69 million deal. Nice. And then Pete Alonso signed a 5-year, $155 million deal with the Baltimore Orioles, and they lost Tyler Rogers to the Toronto Blue Jays as well.
Nice.
So they lost two biggest pieces of their bullpen, their entire bullpen now. They're one of the best closers in baseball that they've had for control for a long time. And their homegrown first baseman who was going to break every record hitting wise in Met history. So Diaz, they offered a $6 million deal to, 3 years as well. He didn't take it. They barely offered Pete a contract, so there's nothing for him there. How do I feel? I mean, look, I'll say this, right? I see both sides of this argument, right? Because there's two sides to this argument. The first side is the Met fan initial reaction side, where it's like, you're upset, you're angry, you're pissed, right? These were not only like the best free agents on the market, but pivotal pieces of your team for the past 5 years, right? Diaz was the best closer in baseball for such a long period of time, and he was such an important piece of that bullpen. When he didn't close, we didn't win. That's just how it worked.
Yeah.
And Pete was, he was the fan favorite. He was the everyman. He played every game. He got every game out. Met fans love their first baseman. That's just a thing that we have. We love our first basemen, especially when they're our first baseman. He was a homegrown Met, came to the farm system. He embraced the city. He embodied what the city meant. He was a polar bear. It meant a lot for him being here. And on top of that, he was a prolific power hitter. He brought power to that lineup. Him and Soto back to back proved to be a very winning combination in the lineup. And his lack of hitting was made up for by other players in the team, but you knew who was in the 4-hole or the 3-hole every game. It was Pete Alonso, right? You knew that. So you automatically subtract a great closer and you subtract a prolific power hitter from your lineup, right? And so all of a sudden your team looks disastrously weaker. And you're telling me and you're telling us that you believe David Stearns. You believe that the replacement is Devin Williams. And Mark Vientos. I'm shaking right now. Shaking. My legs are shaking with how angry I am when he said that. Look, I didn't mind the Devin Williams move. I didn't. But, as I said in my video, I would only like it if it was Devin Williams and somebody else in the back end of that bullpen, right? I would have liked Diaz, but there are other options. Now, one of your options, sign with the Braves and Ranger Suarez. Okay, sure. So you start to hear that, and you hear that argument. You already traded Nimmo, another fan favorite of the homegrown Met, right? There are talks about trading McNeil. There's talks about trading Senga and some of the pitching staff, right? This is where you get to the other side of the argument, the second argument, right? Which I have kind of come around to, and I think is a fair argument, in that you had a core group of players in Lindor, Alonso, McNeil, Diaz, Nimmo, Senga, Manaya, throwing everybody together, Peterson, right? You had this core group of players with the objective and the timestamp of in 3 to 5 years, we should win a World Series. That's what Steve Cohen said. In 3 to 5 years, I want to win a World Series. The 5 years are up, and you didn't win a World Series. So at some point, when the group is not working, it's time to blow it up. When the core doesn't get it done, you have to retool it, right? And I think the reason why I didn't put Soto in that mix is because I think Soto is going to be a part of this new core. He's going to be a part of this new wave of what they're going to do to try to win. And David Stearns did inherit not his team, right? He didn't build this team. His team was hand-built for him, right? And he was given a good team. And not saying that he completely tore it down, because he didn't, but he didn't have an opportunity to kind of rebuild this team the way he wanted to, right? Because of how they were winning, who they were signing, the money they had, the contracts they had. So he couldn't really build this team how he wanted to. And now he said, you know what? I have an opportunity now where I could kind of get my own guys, build this team how I see fit, and I know what will work, right? And so we're trusting that vision and that plan and that idea to David Stearns, who hasn't won jack shit in 3 years. So it's very much a make or break offseason, which it already was for him. And from the outside looking in, it's not off to a great start. Objectively, it's not. As a Met fan, it's the plan is not planning. The math is not mathing, and the lines aren't linear. Okay, they're going in complete opposite directions right now. Mm-hmm. So, to that, I could see why he wants to blow it up. And I could see why he wants to kind of rebuild this team his way. But when you make a commitment to Soto and you make a commitment to Lindor and to Nimmo and to winning, and then you turn around the next minute and say, no, we have the best farm system in the MLB, we're going to use it. That, to me, does not scream winning. You don't win with rookies. And when you have Lindor, Simeon now, and Vientos, who presumably going to lock up, I don't know where you're finding room for this infield for these young players, right? You have Soto locked up in right field. You have, presumably, Jeff McNeil in left. Jesus Christ, please help me. And Carson Bench in center field. That, to me, does not scream as a winning outfield to me, respectfully. And so you're telling me we're going to bank on Brett Beatty at third, Mark Vientos at first, Francisco Alvarez as a catcher, and this deplorable pitching staff, and I do say deplorable because that's what it was, deplorable, ass, terrible, dumpster fire, garbage, whatever you want to say, okay? My left nut could pitch better than some of these guys did this year, okay? We're going to run them all out again this year again and expect different results? It don't work like that, bro. When it don't work, it don't work. I understand that. But don't turn around to me and say the team that we have now can win. So, I'll say this. I'll say MLB offseason is weird because everything happens like in bunches. Like 1 week we'll get like 10 signings, then we'll get 2 weeks with nothing. Right? So I don't know when the next move is coming down the line. We signed Jorge Polanco yesterday, which I have a problem with because the guy can't stay healthy and he's only a DH. But you have Steve Cohen. You have a billionaire owner, right? There's still a lot of premium free agents out there like Kyle Tucker, like Cody Bellinger, like Pete Fairbanks. And you have a lot of young players you could trade to get, more marquee players in here. If you're telling me that you want this team to win and succeed, you need to go out and prove to me and do it. Because to me, this is not how this is done. You don't turn it over to a farm team who's, granted, number one ranked farm system in baseball. Great. Wonder why, because we keep losing. But, great farm system, guys. Love it. And say, nah, they'll get it done. Because will they? Why am I going to go to Citi Field, spend a gajillion dollars on food, which is good.
Good food.
And watch crappy baseball?
That's true.
Why am I going to do that? If I'm going to go, I at least want my team to succeed. I want them to win. I want to go there and I want to, I want my bang for my buck. And if Soul's going to hit a bang when we're losing 14-2, I'm not going to be happy. And then the other part of it, too, is, of course, a locker room drama where we don't know who the cancer was, where a lot of stuff leaked. They're saying it could be Lindor's and Soul's relationship. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But David Stearns has proven already that he has no ties. He's cutting everybody off. He's cutting the landlines. He's cutting the ropes. He's burning the bridges. Right? So this is going to be a completely different team going forward. I'm expecting Jeff McNeil to get traded. I'm expecting, of course, they're going to get traded. Lindor might get moved. That's a possibility, right? I think the only untouchable is Juan Soto. So I don't know what the future holds. I said it in the video. I think Kyle Tucker becomes a must-have signing at this point. I wouldn't mind it. I think Cody Bellinger becomes a must-have signing at first base. I wouldn't mind that. I think Framel Valdez becomes a must-have signing now. You have $1 billion, and you can't tell me that we're not willing to spend it. You can't tell me that we want to win a World Series and not go out and spend money on free agents. You can't tell me we're winning a World Series and not trade some of your young prospects to get better players and proven players in here. You're not. I'm sorry. It don't work like that, bro. So, but as a Met fan, I'm used to it. This ain't going to be the first time. This ain't going to be the last time. It's going to happen again in 10 years. I know how this ship sails. It's the Titanic. I know the iceberg's coming. Am I going to jump the ship beforehand? No. Am I going to get on the lifeboat? No. Am I going to stay in the bedroom just waiting for the fate to happen? Yeah. Yeah, I will. Because that's what Met fans do. That's what real Met fans do. We wait on a Titanic knowing it's going to happen. But damn it, we're going to go partying in the bridge. Because that's what we do.
You know, Citi Field is great. I like Citi Field. So we're going to a lot of Mets games still. Okay.
Oh, are we?
Yeah. For the food. For the food. We're going to buy the cheapest seats that we can. And we're going to eat a lot of food at Citi Field. And we're going to have fun, damn it, watching shit baseball. We're going to have fun. You're going to like it. All right? That's it. I would much rather watch losing baseball with better food. Much rather. Especially when it's the Mets. Now, if it's the Yankees losing and the food's not that great, oh, I'm pissed. I want my money back.
God, I hate you Yankee fans.
I'm going to fucking customer support. Being like, come on, let me get my ticket money back. He's like, sir, that's not how that works. But the fucking chicken fingers are dry. The sauce don't help. Know what I mean?
Eat your fucking chicken bucket cold.
All right, so so the Knicks are fucking doing pretty hot. Beat the Orlando Magic yesterday night to fucking move their way into the NBA Cup. NBA Cup, right?
NBA Cup final.
The NBA Cup final against the Spurs. Against the Spurs.
The Thunder lost 2 games.
Thunder have lost their second game of the year. I was just as shocked. So was Wembanyama as he's screaming as somebody misses a free throw. Ah, yes, finally, please. Finally, somebody can beat him. Yes, please. So, New York versus the Spurs. I have the Knicks winning that one. I think the Knicks are better. I think they're more healthy right now. I know they just got Stephon Castle back, but Wemby just started coming back, right? You still got a ton of guys who are not proven yet in terms of the depth on San Antonio. So I'm probably going to pick the Knicks here in this matchup, not only because I'm a homer, but because I just think they have the better team. I think Karl Anthony Towns needs to eat here. I think the wings of the New York Knicks need to come up clutch here to be able to stop some of these good offensive players for the Spurs. I need to see Mikal Bridges on Stephon Castle ASAP. I need to see doubles on Wembanyama as frequent as possible. I need to see trapping. I need to see playing the gaps. I need to see a lot of good defense here. Because Wembanyama can dice you up if you let him. And we know Cat doesn't have that great a defense, so we're going to have to fucking send him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So what do you think about the future game coming up, Daniel? Tuesday. Hey.
Yeah, Tuesday. It's tough because I think the Spurs are a really good team. I think a lot of people are undervaluing them, underrating them. Oh, healthy Wemby is dominant. He's probably the most dominant player in the NBA next to Giannis in terms of what he can do with the ball. Spurs, they're tough defensively. You know they're well coached. You know they're going to be all over the Knicks. This needs to be this is very much a prove-it game for Mike Brown. Show me what you can do when the chips are down and the stakes are high, right? Because every time that's happened, he's folded, right? In playoff games, in round 1 games, he's folded, So I need to see what he could coach up here and what he could design up. Because with Tibbs, here's the thing with Tibbs, you know what you're going to get. You know exactly what you're going to get with Tibbs. You're going to get that defense. You're going to get that hard work. You're going to get that non-existent offense. You know what's coming, right? With Mike Brown, you kind of get a mixed bag. Will it be a good defensive night? Maybe. Maybe we will hold him to, 101 points. Or maybe we'll get up 138. I don't know. Maybe we'll score 120, but lose by 10. So for Mike Brown, this needs to be a complete game. I need to see defense. I need to see offense. I need to see good rotations. I need to see how long he'll keep the stars out there, meaning Brunson, Cap, Bridges, and Anunoby, and Hart. So I want to see how long that rotation lasts. I think that's an important part of this as well. I'll see if he switches Mitch on to Wemby. I think that's a decent matchup for Mitchell Robinson. Look, I think a lot of things favor the Knicks in this matchup. I would have personally liked to have seen the Thunder. I think that's a good test for the Knicks. I would like to see in that game and see what would happen. But yeah, I think this isn't a must-win. The NBA Cup is the NBA Cup, but you want to win it, right? That's the thing with this thing. You want, like, it doesn't matter if you don't win it, but you want to win it. So I want to see, intensity, smart coaching, not sending my kids to North Korea coaching, but smart coaching. So I want to see what Mike Brown can do. This to me is going to prove whether or not we made the right hire, in my opinion, right? Because I think this is going to see whether or not we were right about Tibbs or not. Because Tibbs we know we would have gotten, and maybe we would have won this game no problem. With Mike Brown, can he draw up a scheme to stop Wanyama? Can he? Can he get this offense in a correct rotation to score enough points to beat the Spurs team? Can he? This is the stuff I got to see now early in the year, right? Because granted, it's still early in the year, right? We're about a quarter of the way through, I would say, the NBA season, right? So it's still relatively early, all things considered, but I need to start seeing this team perform and at a high level because I think regular season they'll be fine. They'll coast through it. They'll beat teams they're supposed to beat. I've seen that. They're doing everything the right way. But when now you have an actual title on the line, the chips are down, and you need to prove it. I need to see it. So you beat a good Magic team, and you beat a good Toronto team. Can you beat a good Spurs team? It's why I would like to play the Thunder, because Thunder are a great team, and I want to see the team stack against a great team. But when you're playing the Spurs, this is your opportunity. I think this is a game they should win. But we'll see.
We'll see. And
the NBA Cup too. We like it.
I love it.
We like it.
I like it. It's something new to look at, right? You know what I mean? Like, not everybody wants to look at game number 26 of 82, right? It gives us something to, like, get a little, okay, NBA Cup, all right. This is nice. And for the players, it gives them something to, like, kind of play for, because, like, playing for game, like, 29, yeah, you might take off that night. You might be a little too tired. You might feel your knee get a little sore. You're like, I don't want to play today. This is the NBA Cup now. There's ego on the line and there's money. And we all know what the ego's driven by. Money. So you are going to fucking want to play, and you're going to want to try to give your all. So it's built-in incentive for NBA players who have had, this is what the NBA is trying to do. Their initiative for players to give effort. God forbid a guy who's getting paid millions of dollars to play basketball gives effort. God forbid.
Forbid.
So
God forbid Weidman has emotion.
Right? God forbid. And, like, this is their initiative to try to get players to actually give a fuck about the middle of the season growing pains and traveling and back-to-backs and all that. It gives you something to, like, play for. Whether it's, like, meaningful or meaningless, it's something. So people ascribe their own meaning to it. Like, this means a lot because $500,000, I could put a down payment on a home and my family will be set. Put that in an index fund, watch it grow 7% every year. We're doing fucking pretty nice.
Yeah, players that are on, like, the player minimum, if you win the NBA Cup, you get double your salary in one game. That's a pretty good paycheck to play for.
That's amazing. That's fantastic. And, like, it gives, like, the star players, the ones who we only really see throughout the entire game, it gives them something to play for, also for them, for their teammates who are sitting on the end of the bench, because they're with them all the time. They're practicing against them. They have relationships with these guys. They're friends off the court, sometimes really good colleagues, sometimes best friends, right? And they invite them over with family and hang out with them and do vacations and stuff like this. So they have relationship with these guys, and they also want them to get that bag. Why wouldn't I want somebody that I love or like a lot to get a bag? Why wouldn't I want that? So I'm going to play my hardest, because if I'm not trying, that means I don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
But I do give a fuck about you, so I'm going to try my damn hardest. There you go. Built it. You know what? This is the NBA Friendship Cup. Think about it. It's just a bunch of guys being like, yo, bro, I got you, bro. I got you. I'm going to win that 500
bro, we getting that money today.
We getting that fucking money, baby. You going to put that down payment on the crib, bro. You going to retire your mom. I got you, bro.
I got you, bro.
I got you. You don't got to stream no more on Twitch and fucking get like 200 viewers. I fucking got you, bro. No more streaming on Twitch for a whole fucking 3 years for this income, bro. I got you.
You be NBA Cup champion. I got you. Don't worry.
Don't worry, bro. We got you.
But yeah, real quick, I agree with you. I've kind of come around to it. I think initially we rightfully bashed it as a dumb idea. But when you think about it, like, respectfully, you, me, Jess, and we're a victim of this. We don't really care about basketball to start the year. Mm-hmm. It's all about football.
Yeah.
Right? We're in football season. We just are. Right? Now football is dwindling down, and we've done this on the show. Like, unless you're like a basketball-driven podcast, nobody's really talking about the NBA. Unless it's LeBron dunking, like ESPN loves to show, or it's Luka driving to the basket, not playing defense,
or some sort of scandal.
Nobody really talks about specific NBA games or NBA, moments, right? It's all about moments. It's never about, teams and breakdowns, stuff like that, right? The NBA Cup kind of gives you that relief and that thing to talk about the NBA right now, which works, right? Because now we're going to Christmas, which is the NBA's time, right? That's usually their moment in the schedule where it was like, okay, the NBA, let's go. 5 games, here we go. Let's talk about it, right? So I think it kind of gives them that momentum going into Christmas, into this time period. It gives people things to talk about. It gives, incentives and ideas. And it gives people, a chance to kind of get the NBA's word out there while football starts to kind of dwindle down the path. Football's still dominant, but now the NBA has this little thing here for it until it eventually takes over after the NFL, right? So I think it's a smart decision by the NBA. I think it works. I think for all the reasons you said as well, for the players, for the money to give them to the bench players, that's a great thing to do. But yeah, I think overall, like, it's worked. It hasn't been as problematic as we thought it was going to be. It's been just fine. Just keep it the way it is. It hasn't hurt anybody yet. It's fine. It works. Adam Silver, you cannot fuck this up. Just leave it alone. Let it simmer. It's cooked. It's cooked. It's done. Just leave it on the stove. That's it.
Yeah, let it absorb a little bit more flavor. Let it keep absorbing that flavor. The longer it sits in the pot, the better it's going to taste. Leave it in the fucking pot. Leave it.
Low and slow.
Low and slow,
Low
baby.
and slow.
Low and fucking slow, baby. Leave it. So, yeah, shout out to the NBA. Shout out to the Knicks. Hopefully they get the win. And have we been keeping up? What's going on with this fucking Sunday Night Football game? I'm going to keep a stack. Have not been. Oh, Cowboys are up.
I can give you a synopsis. J.J. McCarthy is him. Dak is Dak. Brandon Aubrey is him.
He is him.
He is him.
He really is.
Dallas is mid. Minnesota is good-ish.
Yo, you want to know something funny? I have a league, right, in fantasy football called my team is called C-Mac Daddy, right? I was the first seed. I was 11-2, right? I have a dominant team. My team's really good. The other player has Justin Jefferson. This is the second week of the playoff round 1. I have 241.44 points. This guy has 239.36. This guy has Justin Jefferson playing in this game right now, who has 2.2 points, 1 catch for 12 yards.
Yep.
Do I win? Maybe. Maybe. I have 11% chance. Maybe. Hey, baby.
They got 20 minutes. JJ McCarthy, for some reason, hates throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson. He hates throwing the ball to him. Does he request a trade? Do you think that happens?
Justin Jefferson? No.
No.
I think
I don't get that. I feel like with players, like, you get a feeling from them. I don't get that from Justin Jefferson at all. I feel like he's not the guy to request a trade right now. I feel like he's in this for the long haul.
he's getting there, though. If next year this is similar shit and there's no improvement, yeah, we either see JJ McCarthy get the fuck up out of there and them trade a lot of picks for Joe Burrow, or they try to get another quarterback in here through the draft who has better upside and fits better within the scheme. Because JJ McCarthy, man, he has also been hurt. Coming off a knee injury, right? Coming off of other injuries within this season as well. So, still his second year in the league, right? Like, I'm not
Really his first.
Really his first, right? His true first year ever starting. I'm not really gonna be too fucking hateful on him. Sure, he's playing like ass, but he's second year, first year starting ass. Like, you gotta give him you just fucking put him in the pot. I get it, you have Justin Jefferson, but at Michigan, ties all the way fucking back, baby. At Michigan, he wasn't really asked to do too much. The run game was dominant. Receivers weren't really that involved. He'd throw for 130 yards 12 times, and that's it. But now he's asked to do a bit more, and it's a transition period. So maybe next year he gets a little bit better, a little bit more chemistry, and who knows, they might be clicking, and they might be a really good team next year. And then, boom, ain't no fucking talks about getting traded at all. But we don't know. It's a lot of future, potential shit that we're thinking about. Potential. What he could be. That's literally all it is, man. But, get Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase on the same team again with Joe Burrow on the Vikings. Money. Make it happen.
Do you imagine a division with Caleb Williams, Jordan Love, and Jared Goff, and Joe Burrow as a quarterback? Great division.
First off, 3 guys with the letter J in their name. Fire. Jared, Joe, Jordan. Caleb has to switch his name to Jaleb. I'm so stupid. No, that'll actually be fire. I think it probably, it's some, maybe could happen. Justin Jefferson doesn't resign. Maybe it happens. Who knows?
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll see. But that's gonna be the stream. We've been at it.
Yep.
2 hours and 30 minutes, guys.
We're going to Yankee Red Sox this year.
Yes, we are. June, right?
Yes, thank you for the beautiful Christmas gift, Daniel.
Thank you.
For putting us to shame and making it equally difficult now to friggin' rival that gift.
You don't gotta do anything. I wanted to do it so we could do it.
God,
if we're going to do a Yankee game this year, I gotta make it worth my while. So I at least want to see some type of a good rivalry game.
No, it's an excellent. I'm grateful.
If I gotta see the fucking bobblehead Mickey Mantle and Babe Ruth, I want to at least make it worth my while.
Well, now we
stupid crown on his head.
We have to
6th,
go
it's marked
to.
on my calendar.
We have to go to fucking Mets Phillies now. We have to. So we'll do that. We'll do that.
That's a good. You know what? Let's play a game. What's their schedule?
That's a great. Our schedule's out.
Yeah, that's how I got these tickets.
Oh shit! Get the fuck out of that. Mets.
Yeah.
Schedule. Let's see. Your Mets schedule. All right. So we're let's try to go in a warm month. Cause fucking April and March fucking baseball. It's fucking cold. So let's fucking not do that.
In New York.
Up here it is.
It's fucking
in
cold.
New York.
Yeah.
Okay, so we play the Phillies June 16th, 27th, and 20th. That's a weekend. That's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's nice. That's nice. That's nice.
The Mets played Red Sox too this year at home.
In July, you play them as well. We could do one in June, one in July.
Then we play the Phillies again in August. In September. Excuse me. The 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. That's a Thursday through Friday.
Ooh, I like that. We have options. Is that what you're telling me?
We have options.
We have some good options. Okay.
I don't know how much. I don't know. Listen. You're going for the food. I'm going to be miserable. Right? This is just how this works. So, to me, it don't matter. You guys are going for the food. I'm going to be miserable.
Okay. All right.
Do not buy me Mets tickets. I promise you guys, do not buy me Mets tickets. It's not worth it. I promise you, it's not worth it.
Jess.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. It's not worth it, guys. We won't do it, Daniel. We won't do it.
Whatever you say.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You're not getting me a gift. You're getting me misery. Like, you understand that.
It's fucking sadness shit. Yo, stop being fucking... Yo, are you and Joe Burrow fucking...
I'm a Met fan. What do you want from me?
Are you and fucking
You know,
Joe Burrow butt buddies right now? Why the fuck are you sad? What's happening with you?
When it comes to the Mets, have you seen the teams I root for?
Oh, God.
It's full of misery and depression. It comes with the contract.
Turn you into a fucking Bengals fan and be more sad, huh? How about that? Go be sad with Joe over there in Cincy, and it's fucking ice cold.
No. Because at least the Bengals fans saw a Super Bowl appearance in the past 20 years.
They did. They did.
That part is true.
They did. Almost won it, too. Almost won it.